And we are live.
Yes.
Yas Queen. fanboy modeling school. Hello and welcome to the Fanboy Modeling School. I'm the Fat Mantis. I'm in HD, and I got this guy over here.
Steve, real name, no gimmicks, also in HD.
How are you, brother?
I am chilling, chillaxing. Actually, I'm horrible, man. I'm horrible. I just came from work, and everything about a normal square job sometimes can rob you of the sweetest joy.
Right.
Until I get in this chair on Monday nights, and we take a huge deuce boost on the internet. That's right. You're with your two favorite internet police, voice of the Fat Mantis and Steve, real name, no gimmicks, here to make sure you're safe from all the nonsense on the internet. I'm great, my brother. How are you?
No, I'm good. It really does look like we reached that. Last week we had a pretty crazy episode. Would you say?
So crazy we had to put it on private.
It was so crazy you put it on private.
Yeah, I was like, put that on private.
And so, as you know, I don't believe in private. I believe on I like riding dirty. I'm raw dog all the way. I don't believe in privacy on the internet.
That's why you have syphilis.
And I'm barely employed because people find out about our streams. But it was a good week. We had a good episode last week. I'm going to defend it ultimately.
Shout out to Bex.
Yeah. Hashtag fangirls for fanboys. Love it. Shaolin says, "Oh, we live? Oh, we are definitely live." So much to talk about.
Big live.
And now, obviously, this has all been a secret arrangement by Steve to make me look foolish, because this is, of course, about hip-hop, and with a list of 50 of the greatest MCs, clearly I'm going to be out over my depth. And you're going to be able to look more educated and just better than me, so thanks for that.
No. You know what's crazy, man? I covered this today on Spin 95 Throwback Spin with Steve, right? You know what I'm saying?
Who's Steve?
4 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's me.
Oh, that's the other you? That's hip-hop you?
And, here's the thing, man. Shout out to Spin. I didn't want to bring any smoke to them, so I just did, my radio coverage. I just brought my radio coverage, non-controversial and stuff like that. But I'm going to say early, this list has some very problematic people on there. And I know musical taste is subjective, right? But I think there's some things we can all agree on, even if they're subjective. And we're going to get into that list. And I'm just like, how did this person make it on the top 50 best rappers from NYC?
This is just like the last time you broke out a list. What it is it's subjective. Not everyone will agree. And depending what kind of backpack-wearing jackass wrote it is going to determine what MCs are wearing.
Well, wait, hold on for a second, man. No backpack hip hopper is on this list, right? Look, we'll get into it.
So it goes the other way. It's probably some Jay-Z cocksucker.
Listen, man, we're gonna go through it, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. And then also tonight we have to talk about Eminem finally clapping back at the racist people giving him ish for being a white rapper. Let's not forget who we're talking about here. We're not talking about Vanilla Ice or some trendy white rapper that came off SoundCloud and is now struggling because he's addicted to Robitussin. All right, we're talking about one of the greatest lyricists to ever do it. Point blank, period, man. You know what I'm saying? Like when M files in, he's a problem, and he clapped at a legend Melly Mel, the Furious Five, right? And then that old motherfucker tried to clap back and was out of his depth because his cadence hasn't changed since the 80s, right?
I'm saying also Eminem is a master squabbler and disser, and even if he's not rhyming, he finds a way to win that argument.
Oh, listen, here's the thing about M in battles, man. It's not even a question of like he's, ad hominem attacks outside of the lyrics. He's not going to do that, right? That's a Joe Budden stick. Joe Budden's got to use the podcast, the whole social engineer to bring you down. M is coming at you straight on lyrics, man. And this was like a tiny shot, like pew, pew. And like it was more than this old dude could handle. So we're gonna be talking about that. Then we gotta talk about Snow White.
Oh yes, she's the new Brie Larson. Everybody is hating, like really hates this chick. When I saw the video, I was like, okay, that is tough to like.
Yeah,
that is tough to like. People just need. Well, I mean, we'll get into it. Pony and Lainey are loving each other. Rebeck says, "Dirty, huh? Oh yeah, you know it. I get down and dirty. Never take a shower."
Thank you, Bex.
Turned into you guys today. Great job. Shout out to Audilis. Thank you, Bex. That means a lot to me, man. I work real hard on that show, making that the best stuff out there. I think I have a great radio show. I think you definitely do.
Thank you.
I knew you'd be running spin in no time.
Check this out, man. And then we have, I don't know, it's up to Mantis if he wants to announce it, but he's got some big news, man, that he shared with me, his brother, which I would like to call the final revenge nail in the coffin beef, which is you and Spoon, man. Talk about rising like a phoenix out of the ashes and taking a shit on the ops.
Yes, of course he is. Speaking of, Mantis has gotten a big boy job, and so I am now podcast producer.
Paid podcast.
Yeah. This isn't just me. Me in my mom's basement, wasting time, being like, any day, Mom, I'm gonna go viral. That was my YouTube career. But no, I am doing podcast producing. I just started. I already love it, and this is amazing news. Thank you for saying that, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is something to celebrate. So drink them up if you got them.
So here, let's talk about you for a second, man, in the journey of Mantis. I've interviewed you a bunch of times, right? We've done a bunch of different live streams on many different platforms, long-standing podcasts, which is Fanboy Modeling School here on Fight Juice Online, YouTube. Let someone know we're here. Right? We're here for you. Yeah. I gotta say, man, I'm a guy with a normal 9 to 5, right? Maybe not normal. I'm a guy with a 9 to 5. A 9 to 5 job, man. And I'm a creative, man. So I'm the type of person that celebrates people being able to step into, you won't hear me use the word energy because I'm not a psychopath, man. I'm the type of person that is extremely grateful when I get to see someone actually step into a creative space, it be monetized, right? And they are able to earn a living from it. That is a true rare thing, man. And you worked so hard when you were at Spoon, right? You worked hard at organizing events. You worked hard at like making sure your podcast was always top tier with Rogue Planet. You brought a level of professionalism to Spoon. You, of course, and many other people. And but you're my boy, so I'm going to shout you out. And you grinded with YouTube. You made it through Green Room, the falling apart of the partner program and the originals on Spoon. And here you are now back in the creative space being compensated for your endeavors, man. And I could not be more proud of you, man.
Thank you so much.
I'm truly happy for you.
Yeah, honestly, seriously, thank you so much. I never give up. I've yet to give up. We were making some money on Twitch. I was certainly remember I was trying to go every day. Right. I don't have I don't have wherewithal to go like 8 hours a day, which some of these people have to do to make a living. Right. But there was a little of that. But I'm saying basically, I never let it end. I never let the hustle end. I never let applying end. I never let networking end. And so let this be a lesson, all you guys. 1, don't give up. But 2, networking. Because I got the introduction for the company through networking at Audilis, actually. So.
Good stuff, man.
Because someone saw me working hard at Audilis, they passed my name around. So that was pretty cool. Catching up with the chat. Why are people still giving Eminem shit, says Bex. Lo says, "What's up?" Lady says, "Congratulations, Mantis. Thank you so much." Yeah, well done, Mantis. Says Lo, guys, thank you so much. Congratulations. Congrats, brother. You guys are amazing. Big ups, Mantis. Thank you, Pony. Y'all don't be tacky like the live, says Bex. Look like a perfect manager. Thank you so much. RM says Mantis is a regular Charlie Hustle.
Yeah.
Lo says this space is so insanely competitive and so bloated. To make it is a huge achievement. That's absolutely true. That's
100%. 100%.
Now, I don't know what kind of awards they give out for podcasts, but that's my next goal.
Yeah, so there is actually a podcasting award system. I forget their names. Rory and Maul, formerly of the Joe Budden podcast. I didn't forget the names because I don't like them. I actually really enjoy those guys. They have some interesting insights, and I don't think they should be qualified as the bare minimum boys. They are actually just the non-controversial boys. They don't really go into a lot of BS to like. They're really just trying to do the damn thing. But yeah, they won an award at a podcasting type event, so it exists. It exists. But since we're talking, someone asked a question about Eminem. Let's start with the Eminem Melly Mel situation.
Okay.
Right? Which has been one-sided for years. Right? He has been taking shots at Eminem for years. Him and I forget the other guy's name. I'm a little tired, guys, but they've been taking shots at Eminem for years, right? And it has been exclusively with things like this in mind. You're a visitor in this house. You're popular because you're white. You're popular because you appeal to a white fan base. Anything you can think of, right? I've been a long-standing defender of Eminem and other dope white MCs, not because of the color of their skin, but merely by the content of their creation, man, their talent level. I just want to shout out Brother Ali. I want to shout out Eminem, Sage Francis, The Grouch, Eli, actual talented rappers where it had not dawned on me. I'm like, oh, this guy's white. Yeah. And then I get past that because I'm into music, right? I do this fucking crazy thing, Mantis. It might blow your fucking mind. I'd listen to music, right, to hope to enjoy it, right? And the last thing on my mind is the color of this person's skin.
Right.
I really love hip hop and I love
what
music.
You're talking about is basically generally the internet. And so the internet now, they listen to music in hopes that they hate it to make content out of. People watch movies because they want to be able to shit on it all over the internet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Same with shows, same with whatever. It's perfect evidence that you're smarter than everyone because you hate on something.
Right.
Just because you can pick flaws on something that makes you feel superior.
Yes.
And like I said, I don't like making videos or content where I'm hating on something.
No, I want to make video and content, and which is why I enjoy doing Spin 95, right? Today's episode was probably the first time someone would have heard me have like a negative take on some things, and that was in regards to the 50 Complex's 50 best NYC rappers.
This is going to be hard. This is going to be hard for me to deal with because I know if they have to put, all they have to do is put one MC in the wrong spot, and I'm going to lose my freaking mind.
Lord Jamar, who I was talking about. You've probably seen him on Vlad TV, conspiracy theorist, 5%er. You know, he was on. He made a guest appearance on the show Oz once upon a time. I really enjoyed him on Oz. I enjoyed his character. But these guys have been taking shots at Eminem for years, man, about the color of his skin, right? And him being a guest in the House of Hip Hop. So Eminem recently retorted, and finally he replied to this in a track on he was featured on a track by one of his new artists, a guy by the name of Easy Mill, right? Dope track. I enjoyed Easy Mill's verses on there. They're pushing him heavy right now, trying to get him out there, him and Dr. Dre. And then M's verse is the third verse, I want to say. And in that third verse, this was some classic Marshall Mathers retorts, right? He said, I'm a guest in his house, but I turned this bitch into a mansion. That means expansion. And I was just like, oh
my God.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I knew where he was going, and he just talked about his accolades and where he sold and, you know, where he's brought the music. And I got to give him his flowers on that. So he released that, and Molly Mall tried to clap back, and it was obviously what you would expect from someone of his era of hip hop. No shade to him; he's a pioneer. But your time has come. He's not going to be able to lyrically combat Eminem. But then he did something really, really strange, which I think Eminem needs to be careful with. He apologized He apologized in the name of the 50th anniversary of hip hop, which is obviously past this 11th. They had a huge thing at Yankee Stadium. No one got shot. No one got killed. No one got robbed. So shout out to hip hop for, you know what I'm saying, not dumbing out. But he apologized.
You're not pulling a Source Awards.
Exactly. he apologized, man. He apologized. And I was listening to Star. Shout out to Star. And Star went in on him heavy. He called him everything but his name.
Right. Good old Star. You gotta love Star.
And he's like, yo, why? You said you're, and this is Star's words. He's like, the white boy sends a light bar at you and you buckle and you apologize. What about all the black MCs you've disrespected? So I have 2 questions on the table for you and for the listening audience. 1, should Eminem, as a quote unquote guest in the House of Hip Hop, have to be berated by people who aren't even making albums anymore? Is he not allowed to respond?
This is what I don't understand. Like, somebody who hasn't cut an album in a while but has been hustling and like kind of like they're feeding off of the corpse of their old career, is somehow going to talk shit about a dude who's pretty much past his prime yet still making successful albums.
Right.
You know what I mean? Eminem has a longer lifespan than a lot of these rappers.
Right. Right.
And also another thing I gotta say, when people are like, "Oh, you're only successful because you're white," that goes both ways.
Right.
It can both help and hurt you. There's some people, even white people, who won't listen to a white rapper. I know a few people like that.
Absolutely.
So, I remember when Macklemore won hip hop album of the year, and everyone lost their collective minds. They were like, "What the fuck?" And and here's what I'm saying: poor Macklemore. It's not his fault that a bunch of award assholes decided to give him an award. You know what I'm saying? He's not the problem. He just happens to be white.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. Like, let's get to the brass tacks here, man. Let's just cut right to it. If someone said you're successful as a country artist because you're black, the rage would ensue, right? But no one's really going to say that.
Yeah, Kane Brown is only successful because he's black, right?
Right, right. I'm saying that Eminem is successful because, yes, he found a niche and he found a market for disadvantaged, disillusioned, a certain type of person that was like, yo, I've never heard people openly rap about taking shrooms and all these dark feelings, stuff you can't make anymore, right? Eminem is past his prime in the sense that the world would not accept that first album right now, right? But he's dope, man. He's a dope MC, and I am willing to. Okay, here's a case in point. You know the song "Renegade" with him and Jay-Z?
Oh,
I guarantee Jay-Z did not expect that to happen when he invited Eminem to the studio. He's like, "Yeah, my name's Sean Carter, man. Do this thing, me and the white boy." And then Eminem came in there and absolutely demolished that track.
I honestly wish we could play tracks on this right now. So, like, it would be great if we could play them while we're talking about them. But I feel like
amazing YouTube. We'll get sued under the ground.
RM says, "What if I hate Iggy Azalea for the content of her character, though?"
Well, that's totally fine.
That's good because she has horrible character.
Does she? I feel bad for Iggy Azalea because she's another person that experienced, like, her career just happened at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. I don't believe in cultural appropriation, right?
Right. I know.
I believe people should be able to wear what they want, fix your hair the way you want. It's just what you gravitate to. However, it's the mocking of the culture that I don't like. And Iggy Azalea, she rubbed me the wrong way. She starts a video where she has cornrows in her hair, and she's doing a faux black accent.
Ooh.
And pretending to be like a poor girl from the hood. And I was like, okay, no. Like, I think she's a horrible person, basically.
Yo, you know what the crazy thing about that is, right? You know the crazy thing about that track, that phrase, "I'm so fancy." Yo, they were playing that on major hip hop radio stations, and even if T.I. bought, airtime for it, you still played it. So you got no integrity, right? You can't scream about cultural appropriation.
They were trying to make a female Eminem, basically.
Right.
She was supposed to be the female Eminem. That failed.
Yeah, no,
didn't work out so much. Only Housewives really liked it.
Yeah. And Housewives is my dumbass. It was like banging in the car. But yeah, the second question I would put on the table.
Oh wait, real quick. Reback says a guest. He's at least a roommate.
Yeah.
I agree.
And here's the thing, man. I'm taking it back, man. I'm taking hip hop back to the place of it is okay. So you were talking about cultural appropriation. Here's the deal, right? If your culture has been now presented, and if we're claiming hip hop as a part of Black culture to the mainstream, you no longer have a stranglehold on it. It did come from this place, right? And there's obviously a huge contentious conversation going on about who created hip hop, right? You know, people are saying, was it the Jamaicans? Was it FBA?
Right. And then a lot of people are saying like, the Puerto Ricans had a huge hand in there.
Yeah. It's a huge contentious conversation. But here's what I can say. The minute it hits the mainstream, it's no longer yours. The minute you want other people to appreciate it and value it, and they start contributing, it becomes a shared thing, right? And Eminem has shared something with the culture of hip hop, which should not and cannot be diminished, man. That conversation about him being popular because he's white died a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's
the least valid argument against him. He's got trust me, there's a lot of valid arguments against him. That is not one of them.
No, definitely. Now, here's my second question I would put on the table. Now that this old fool has apologized, right? Do you think Eminem should pursue this further or leave it alone? Could he lose in the court of public opinion if he continues to poo on this old man who's pooed on him for years?
Well, I'll tell you what he is gonna do. Right. He's gonna leave it alone because I respect that about Eminem. He will diss you and then go, what? And if you back off, he will not keep hitting you.
Unless you're Ja Rule.
And Ja Rule wasn't coming. But I'm saying very rarely have I seen him constantly pick on the same person.
Yeah, no, except for Ja Rule. That one time, like him and 50 decided, like, not only are we ending their careers, we're just gonna make it unsafe for them to be on the radios or anywhere where people can be. So you think he's not gonna come back at him after this? Like he's just gonna leave it alone?
I think he's gonna leave it alone. I mean, that's the greatest victory. As soon as in the rap game, as soon as someone puts their tail between their legs, and they go in the corner, you're the ultimate king right there. What else do you need to prove?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you 100%. So that was a bit of low-hanging fruit in regard to the Eminem situation. You want to get right into Snow White because I feel like we can camp here.
No, real quick, honorable mentions.
Oh yes, go for it.
Do you have any?
No, because I'm fired up about Snow White. And
okay, I'll try to make these super quick.
Don't make them quick. Let's go. Let's unpack.
Is Obama gay? I don't think we have enough evidence to make it a full story, but I just needed to bring it up. Is Obama gay?
Well, I mean, that's what's being alleged, right? In regards to his letter that he wrote to an ex-girlfriend, a then girlfriend at the time. And
why would you say that to a bitch?
Here's what it is, man. It sounded like some highfalutin, high artistic type stuff, right? You would expect this from someone that's first year at Eugene Lang or NYU creative department, right? Maybe even if they went to LaGuardia. It seems like something that a student at LaGuardia would write in regards to their,
in that regards, yes. They'd be like, you would gain points for being bi or something. So you'd be like, sometimes I just personally from the culture I'm from, I can't imagine earning points with a woman by saying you have gay fantasies for anybody.
Right.
But I'm sure you're right. If he did it, he probably did it very artistically.
Yeah.
It was almost like a poem. I didn't.
Do you want to look at it? Do you want to read it aloud?
Do you? Like,
no, not really. Not really. I mean, you can find it on the internet. But yeah, it's a conversation. And here's the question. If he is, do you care? Right? Do you care?
So here's why I would care or not care. So first, I want to give a shout out to Rogue Radio, one of our biggest fans. She says, "I'm sorry I'm late. Hugs to my fanboys. Hugs to our Rogue Radio."
Like that PFP. That's dope.
Yeah. But like, so basically, here's the issue that I have.
What's the issue?
Obviously, I don't care if Obama is gay. More power to him. I will say I could believe that he's gay. Like I wouldn't be super surprised. Like if somebody was like Obama's gay, I was like, okay, he's gay. Yeah, it doesn't blow your mind. Yeah. The thing that I don't like, and this might not, maybe I'm coming from the wrong angle. I don't like fake marriages when somebody is gay to cover it up. I think I feel that's multiple sins. Like, you're shaming the woman. You're forcing her to live in a fake world. It's this arrangement thing. It's all fucked up. So if you're going to be gay, be gay. But, like, why do you have to bring Michelle into it?
Well, wait, let's clarify that. Well, actually, let's not, because I don't want to go that deep. I don't want to go.
You see what I'm saying? Like, what if she didn't know? What if she didn't know?
Wait, let me ask you a question: is he gay or is he bisexual?
Or here's what I'm saying: is there a difference between bisexual or a gay dude who just has a beard? Because sometimes when you have a beard, you gotta
say that again. Give that to me again. That was too much.
Is he bisexual or is he gay dude with a beard?
What the hell does that mean?
So the term beard is what it is when a gay guy is pretending to be straight as a fake girlfriend or wife to make him look straight. And so in order to do this, he has to fuck his beard, basically, right, to pull this off.
Okay, okay, that could
be basically he's down low.
Well, wait, that could be a possibility. Or what if he's just bi? What if he had? Okay, oh, here's another one. Ooh, okay, we can go a little deep on this. What if he had an experience? Would we not hold Obama to the same standard that so many people have for women when they have college experiences? Is it exclusive to women to have those type of experiences? I'm not asking you. I'm asking the audience. If Obama had an experience, are we not going to hold him to the same standard as a woman who had an experience in college?
You know, Rebecca says artistically gay ?
Yeah, Bex, there was a weird time where people were just saying, you know, they're just writing the strangest things, you know.
We knew a couple of dudes like that.
Yes.
Like, you know, bisexuality is real, says RM. So we're certainly not saying it's not. We're just saying that, like, there is a difference between a bisexual man and a gay man who has a beard, because the gay man with a beard is doing something, in my opinion, malicious. He's tricking a woman into thinking he's heterosexual while he's running around on the side, and the intercourse he's having with her is not genuine. He doesn't want it, but he's doing it for the wrong reason. So he's like, all I got to do is fuck her every 2 months and we're good. Little does he know, he's just creating resentment and destruction.
unless she's in on it.
Oh, it gets an arrangement.
Yeah, like a marriage.
Like Bill and Hillary. He said like a marriage.
Like she's in on it, right? Like
Rex says in the black community, hell no, it's not the same standards.
Listen, man, if Obama is right, man, now, you know, this is not Fanboy After Dark. So we, you know, if it was a Fanboy After Dark, we can go like ham. We'd be on Rumble Board after this shit. But I'm gonna say this, man. If he is, then, you know, ain't none of my damn business. Now, I do know that this would open up a grand conversation for a lot of conspiracy people and a lot of political pundits, because then obviously they would point to some of the historical decisions that Obama made while he was in office. And then, of course, in regards to the passing of his cook, which is already his chef, which is already, you know, gaining steam. And I thought, you know, I know you and I have had this conversation before. What's the difference between free speech and lies and straight up slander? But there's an account I follow on X. I don't think I've seen this account report one true thing.
Who is this? I need to follow him. If you don't want to say it publicly, just hit me up in our. No,
I'll say it publicly. I gotta find it.
I love that Rogue Radio says, "Is Obama gay?" So, if you don't know. What it was is someone who did the biography of Obama, a writer who got to stay with him and hang out with him, says that Obama admitted that at one point he had gay feelings for a dude, and he told one of his ex-girlfriends about it.
Yeah.
And so apparently, I didn't even know if it was caught in writing, but Steve's telling me that it's actually the writing is actually.
I don't know if it's writing or if it's a letter or, you know. Okay, check it out. It's the name is Matt Wallace. You follow this person on X?
No, but I'm going to. I love a good asshole on X.
Listen, I'm gonna share. I'm gonna send it to you in Discord right now. If you just want to peruse it really quickly while we're on air, I think you'll have a good time. Just looking at some of the stuff. One of the things that was alleged recently was that the houses that it's strange that the houses Oprah brought all this land in Maui or whatever. And and all these other houses are burning down, but her property's fine. And I was just like, "What?"
Oh, is that true?
I don't know. I can't trust this guy. I know there's a fire going on in Hawaii and people are losing all types of stuff, but I don't know if there's any correlation between Oprah buying acres there.
It must be true. She's a villain. The Black Illuminati and all that.
Black Illuminati. That's why we put it on private. I didn't want these motherfuckers coming after me.
Yeah. Yo, wait, what the hell happened to our thing? To our share?
I don't know.
Oh, wait. I had it on the wrong share thing. Sorry. You like 30 Rock?
Yeah. We've been through this before. I've seen clips and I've always enjoyed the clips.
But, yo, there was a Black Illuminati episode where the Black Illuminati is after Tracy Morgan, and he's telling everyone, and they're like, it's not real, and then he's in a room with all these TVs, and they all leave him alone, and suddenly Al Rokers, who's like doing the weather, suddenly looks at the camera and goes, the Black Illuminati is real, and we're coming for you, Tracy.
Yeah, I love when they can do stuff like that, and they get like these staples and media in it. Yeah, I watched an episode of. I don't know if it was Broad City. Yeah, it was an episode of Broad City when the girl with the longer hair basically hung out with what's the little blonde's name that had the Today Show? She's with Ryan Seacrest. Used to have her with the big football player,
right,
Kelly
right.
Roper, Kelly Ripper, or whatever, Roper, whatever her name is. Yo, she went over her house in the episode, and they were doing blow and like.
Oh my god, I gotta find that episode. That's gonna be great.
All right, let's get to scrolling.
So we got Matt Wallace. He calls himself CEO of Titter.
Yeah.
Elon Musk Council. Click notifications on for real-time breaking news alerts. He also mentions free speech. 1.2. Elon Musk shaking everyone's hand at the World Cup.
Yeah.
A man of the people. Okay.
Everyone. Yeah, see, this is the open thing. Anyone who shares this meme is officially canceled. You get a house destroyed. You get a house destroyed.
Her house, the fire went around her house. The space lasers went around her. I mean, you've heard that, right?
Yeah.
The space laser. You effing kidding me, Mr. President? Any comment on the rising death toll in Maui? Joe Biden, no comment. Yeah, I heard that. Will you come talk about the Hawaii response, Mr. President? And he just gets back in car. Okay. Yeah. Class act, Biden. Serving news alert. Government withholding pallets of donations.
Yeah, there it is. Oprah Winfrey has been buying up land in Maui like crazy. Look. 522-acre plot for 3.89 million, 30 acres for 2.4.
We're getting into the conspiracy zone. We're gonna get canceled for this, but actually RM had to explain this one to me. Do you know what a 15-minute city is?
No, what is that?
So basically, the government, the ultimate act of like socialism, the plan of the future is that instead of having massively super polluting, messed up cities like New York, they want America to be filled with 15-minute cities, which meaning when you're in the city, you can get anywhere in 15 minutes. So it's a small city. And so what it is the conspiracy is that the government uses its space lasers to burn this part of Maui to when they rebuild it, they're going to turn it into a 15-minute city.
Well, that's obviously true. I don't know why you thought that.
And I guess it's going to be owned by Oprah. She's going to be the freaking mayor of it.
Mayor Oprah. You know how much egg we're going to have on our face if any of this stuff turns out to be true. I'm public apology inbound. Like, I'm sorry.
Alex Jones is coming for us because you know he's back, right?
Oh, is he? Where's he back at?
So check this out. So this is messed up. So Steven Crowder, he's got his mug club, right? And so what he said is, I'm making it a network. He's like, I'm recruiting content creators. He's like, anyone can apply. If you have a small following, you can just come and join us. And, you'll apply. And if you're chosen, you get to join us and all this stuff. And so he has all these auditions going on for months. The other day, he announces his lineup for the Mug Club Network. It's literally Alex Jones, the Hodge twins, and a bunch of other people who have huge networks, but were like thrown off YouTube. Like no little guys were chosen.
That's absolutely amazing.
It's like it's depressing that they didn't choose any little guys. You know what I mean?
Well, wait, you know what? If I don't think any little guys should go there, man, because who knows what's going to happen with Crowder, right? You know, if I'm to believe everything that's on the internet, in which I do, like his demise is coming any day now, right? Like him screaming at his pregnant wife smoking a cigar, like, no, you go get the groceries, you go.
Yo, you know what it is? He's such a prick. He's these pricks always finish first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the way he was with his wife, I'm like, he's the exact prick who's going to be my boss one day. You know? He's making a pregnant woman go fucking do chores and shit. He's like, he's making her lift fucking kettlebells and shit to come up, bring it up to his gym.
Bro, I get I was super paranoid anytime Mrs. Holdup was pregnant. Like, to the point where I was like, no, you're not going anywhere. There's nothing but crazy people. It's so like this thing in my brain, just that man husband instinct. I'm like, you are in your most vulnerable state with our child, right? I'm not valuing one more than the other. And I assumed all the horrible things would happen when she was pregnant. Like, all the horrible things. I'm like, no, I'll go to the fucking store. Like, you're not going.
A good husband. You should assume, because there are crazy people out there, and they will stab a pregnant woman.
100%.
Yo, RM says, but if he received head, he was thinking about the ladies. Is that really gay?
I mean, so check this out, man. You tell me if you think this is suspect. I was tuning into an episode of Fresh and Fit, right? Mm-hmm. And this is,
those guys are often a little.
They had Sneeko on there and Destiny, and they were giving Destiny a hard time because he's bisexual, saying that he can't call things gay, right? And Destiny's like, well, what you guys are describing sounds really sus to me, because they were saying that, like, if you should definitely never live with a woman, right? This is what they're saying. You should never live with a woman, right? And if you're married, they were alluding to, you should have your own space separate from your wife, like basically like another house or some type of situation. And so Destiny got him on the ultimate, got him like, wait, are you saying that it's not gay to just be living with your bros?
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
I value men. He's like, it sounds like you guys just hate women. I was like, he got him there, man.
No, absolutely. That is suspect, being like, you know what? A real man doesn't sleep in the same bed as a woman. He comes and crashes with the boys. Wake up early, work out.
Drinks protein, get the creatine on, make money.
Yeah. Then we surf the web for memes about how women are bitches. Sheldon says, Steve, stop watching those troglodytes.
Bill, I'm the Batman of the internet. I got to keep an eye on these people. I do it for y'all to make sure we're all safe, man. That's why I didn't want Trump canceled. I was like, I want to know where he's at, what he's doing. I just want to know what's going on.
Rogue Rady says, well, no offense to anyone, but there's conspiracies out there that Michelle Obama is really a guy. Yeah, I've heard it. It's not a conspiracy. It's really just it's like bullying her, basically. Yeah. In my opinion. Stop calling it X, says Rebex. That's interesting.
That's what the app calls itself now. What the app calls itself now.
Oh, but, and they want that to happen in Saudi Arabia or somewhere in the Middle East, but there's so many people who don't want to leave their homes for the project. Yes, Saudi Arabia is forcing a project like that. It's basically, the city's going to be this long strip. It's a whole thing. It's to get into any of these conspiracies, it's super in depth, and like sometimes I just don't have the read. Like I just don't want to read for an hour,
But here, let me say this. Let me look at the other side of the coin on this, man. There are things that I would obviously agree that information is withheld from the public, right? And, I'm a sci-fi freak, man, and I know information is withheld from the public. Some information is withheld, and I'm okay with it being withheld because I don't trust people to be able to digest information and not panic. For God's sake, I saw someone's water get ripped out of their cart at the beginning of the vid, right? The rations hadn't even been started yet, and motherfuckers were ready to go full on Mad Max.
Right.
So some conspiracies, I believe that, things have to be withheld from the general public. There are other things where I'm just like, well, allow the public to make up their mind on this information. Like redacted information about military screw-ups and ops that have been blown. I'm on the fence about that type of stuff because I don't want our enemies to know that we botched some shit. But at the same time, I don't like to find out that our hard veterans, right, were sent off as cannon fodder, and then everything's redacted, and those in power didn't experience any consequences. Because I actually believe that higher up should be held accountable for botched missions. If any amount of soldiers die under your watch on a botched mission, because of botched information or poor execution, and then you are not brought in front of a court martial for that, I think that's fucked up, bro.
Wait, hold on. Death is inevitable, but I hear what you mean. A botched mission, yes.
Two
Botched
different
mission,
things.
you should be, but obviously you should expect casualties.
Yeah, you should expect casualties, but you getting the information and the intelligence so wrong that the strike goes horribly wrong,
like
right?
the Bay of Pigs or something. Yeah, whoever did the Bay of Pigs should absolutely be like have lost his job. RM says, well, I'm sure that La Lahaina is going to be rebuilt as a modern tourist destination. That's inevitable. Yeah, absolutely. Love the Hodge twins. I love them as well. They're pretty funny.
Yo, their old content is just insane, bro. They did a skit where they were pretending to bang a deer, and I was like, what is happening?
They're funny dudes. They're totally for those who don't know, they are black twins from the country. They're very country dudes.
They're light.
He had to put in the light skin. It's just like they're not really black. They're like mantis. But yeah, they keep it extremely country. RM says Fresh and Mumbles are trolls who want to see how far they can go with the women hater bit. Yeah.
Yo, man, I gotta say they recently Myron, right, challenged Tariq.
What name is that?
It's not even his real name. Myron is not.
He chose that name. That's so stupid.
He challenged Tariq Nasheed and Dr. Umar Johnson to a debate, and then Tariq Nasheed, who's always got time to respond, clapped back, and he was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And then Myron, he peed out, and he was like, "No, you get Umar to be a part of it." And I'm just like, "Bro, come on, man! You challenged the man to a public debate. Now you got to take him up on it because
it's like the Elon and Musk thing. I mean, it's like the Elon and Zuckerberg thing.
Oh, I'm not paying for that fight. I'm streaming that shit illegally.
I'm saying they're both chickening out. They're both coming up with excuses not to go through with it. I'm like, you said it, you now have to do it. Like they don't even know the basics of being a man.
Let me ask you a question, Mantis, real quick, in regards to that topic. How many fights?
Nordic Vic, what up?
What up, Nordic Vic? How many fights you been in your life, man? How many physical altercations would you say?
Are we talking about ones like? Are we including elementary school?
Yeah, we're including those too because I'm going to make a point here, man.
Okay, so in elementary school, like big ones, I was probably in like 3 throughout elementary school. I was like, I remember one the start of junior high school. High school, I didn't fight a lot. In college, I fought a lot. In college, I think I had like 4 bar fights. I was involved in like 4 or 5 bar fights.
You were a frat boy. I remember that day we came up to visit you, and we were gonna murder that bouncer. I was like, bro.
Yes, right. And so stupid shit like that happened all the time in New Paltz. In New Paltz, I was a drunken mess, and like we were just up to no good. And so I got into a fair amount of fights in college. Actually,
you remember the bachelor party, and that bouncer put his hand on me. I was like, bro, my guys have been drinking all night, and I'm sober as fuck. We are gonna murder you guys.
Oh my god, that was great. That was great. That was a great night, man. That was great.
I had a great time. You guys really thank you for that, man. That was one of the best nights of my life. The reason I bring that point up in regards to Zuckerberg and Elon Musk, right? A lot of people don't understand that physical altercations, most people will do anything in their life, anything in their power to avoid these things, and they should, right? But when it's a controlled environment like a contest, you really look like a bitch. When you've been on the internet spitting all this hot shit, releasing ab videos of yourself, bro, just have an exhibition boxing match. But that's the weakness in them. And that's why I was like, who cares about this? Why are we associating this with the high standard of combat sports? Who wants to see these 2 flaccid men out there pretending like they can box, kickbox, or do jujitsu? I don't want to see a couple of white belts rolling around with each other.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's gonna be pathetic. Thank you for the compliments, Vic. So RM says, first Vic says, I bet I bet Mantis throws down. That's who I want in my corner. And RM says, Mantis once bit me on the back, Vic. He does. I was young. My money is Elon. I feel like he'll play dirty. I agree, Vic. I agree. But
the man has had no. So if this was a street fight, then yeah, I'd say Elon. He dated an elf, so there's a good chance that he's into some weird shit, right? Yeah, you stick a finger somewhere to get out of a chokehold. Street rules. But the man's got no formal training. I was looking on the internet to see if I can even find him hitting pads. At least there's pictures of Zuckerberg grappling and hitting pads.
But also,
Elon looks like he's one bagel away from turning into a woman.
So I was talking to, a dear friend who's a Zuckerberg fan, and they were like, totally Zuckerberg. I was like, why? They're like, I see him on the internet pinning people. And I'm like, he pays people to do that.
Yeah, those people who are scrambling with him are vastly better at grappling than he is.
Imagine him getting into a fight with someone in the same weight class who knows stuff, who doesn't get paid to lose. Do you think his sparring partners are paid to get their ass?
He's a friggin' white belt. He's 2 steps away from throwing up on the mat. What are we talking about here? This is what I didn't understand about this. Like, people are actually trying to break this down. I'm like, that guy's a white belt. That dude drinks beer regularly and does nothing. Anyway. Yeah. I can't cope. I can't cope with this type of shit. But let's get into some real masculine shit.
Let's get into some Rachel Zegler.
Real masculine shit. Snow White.
Let's talk about this crazy. So she is now the most hated person on the internet, apparently. And so we are going to discuss this chick right now.
Well, you got to talk about why she's the most hated person on the internet, man.
Oh yeah,
like,
before we actually play it, yeah, absolutely.
It's insane, man. Like, who are her handlers, right?
Well, here's what I want to know: why doesn't Disney handle them? Like,
oh my goodness.
So why didn't they handle Brie Larson, and why didn't they learn from Brie Larson not to let the actors just say whatever the fuck they want?
When did we get to a place where actors were allowed to speak? Remember when they were robots, automaton? Like, just like,
No, but this is your paycheck. And here's what I'm saying. You know who doesn't work ever? Brie Larson. And that's why you don't let them speak. It's not just that it hurts your movie, but the actor didn't realize it was going to hurt her. She never fucking works.
Wait. Can you put Vic's last comment up and let me read that shit?
Steve, all I'm saying is that if it's a street fight and he gets naked first, it's going to confuse and disorient. And I could see Elon doing that.
Yo,
Steve,
I wish this was the Fanboy After Dark, man. I really, really, really think that Elon's a green light. Woo! All types, it all goes, right? I could see him licking Zuckerberg on the air, like having a baby boy moment, like, yeah, call to your masha. Call to your masha.
That's why I want it to be a boxing match, because when they hug, I bet you Elon's gonna lick him. And I want to see it, and maybe we'll see him with reptilian eyes. He'll be like, but yeah, no, that'll be a good time. So, Brie Larson never works after she ran her mouth about hyperfeminism and how she hates white men, right? And so now we have Brie Larson number 2, right. Rachel Zegler. And for those who don't realize, she is the new Snow White. Here we have our new Snow White, a Latina, proud Latina.
No problem with that.
Yeah, but I'm saying, and so she has had a few things. She's already said a few things disparaging of the original source material, right? But now she takes it to a next level. Real quick, RM says Elon is built like Rob Liefeld character. Sheldon says, yeah, that's right.
Mega boobs and fanny packs.
Yeah, pouches all over the place and feet that don't make sense. With his barrel torso. Vic says, I hope you guys discuss Jada Smith being Rapunzel.
Vic, you're trolling me right now. This is not a real thing.
Wait, no. That's not. Is that real?
No. I thought I banished that bitch to the darkest parts of the internet. Are you telling me Jada Pinkett has been given another project?
Yo, if that actually happens, that's the most ridiculous thing ever, and that's funny. Right? That is super funny.
And ironic, considering why Chris Rock got smacked.
Right, because she doesn't have hair. I just realized that. That makes it even funnier. They're gonna have a old bitch play Rapunzel. That's fucking brilliant.
Yes. Yeah, you know what? Once someone commented on one of our videos, right, and they were like, "Why does this guy hate Jada Pinkett?" To which I responded in a my typical, mature response, right?
Steve
and I was like, hey, I hate her the same reason that I hate your mother, right? They both suffer from the same thing. Neither one of them should have made it in the vagina. They should have just seeped down the leg of the whore that bore them.
Oh wow! Shaolin says that Rob Liefeld Captain America is an assault on humanity.
Oh, you remember that? Shaolin, do you remember that the right pec was bigger than the other one? Yo, I was in a comic book store.
But have you seen how people?
Because a nerd.
He's hiding behind a shield, and have you seen people take away the shield and they finish the body and like what the body would look like with the proportions? It's like, so it was crazy. But so she had a bunch of things to say. Now it's not real, but could you imagine, Vic? I could see Disney doing that. They probably feel head. They're like, we need to represent for these bald women.
These bald. I almost went there.
I'm telling you right now, they're eventually going to have a special needs princess.
Whoa.
I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are, right?
Take it easy. We go.
You can't handle this? Okay. It's possible, man. It's possible. Okay, let's watch what Rachel Zegler had to say when someone caught her on the way out of the Hunger Games new movie.
Hello. How are you, first of all? And
pause it.
Like out there?
She just looks like she can ruin a dinner party, right? I know we covered her before, but I just get this look from her.
She has crazy eyes. She has crazy eyes.
She's like a chick Zeus brings around. I'm like, all right, explain it to me again. I'm just like, what are you saying right now while I'm trying to enjoy my ghetto Chinese food? What rhetoric are you spouting while we're sipping on St. Ides? Who brought this woman? Yo, do you remember the time I kicked that girl out of the Haven when she started going on her feminist rant? And it wasn't because she was going on her feminist rant. I was like, ma'am, it is 2 a.m.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, look at my guys right now. Look at my boys. Mantis is like barely hanging on for consciousness. Zeus is throwing up in the bathroom, and she's like, you are all slaves to the patriarchy. I'm like, bitch, get out. Nobody's trying to talk about that shit right now.
Vic Moose says, hanging off of Rapunzel's weave.
Ooh, the new country single by Kanye West.
This man said, special needs princess. I'm done. Why is her head so big? Because she's the special needs princess.
No, we're not. There's one group you really can't attack, and it's the people who don't deserve to
I'm
be
not
attacked.
attacking that. I'm attacking Disney princesses. I love special needs people. She reminds me of Rachel Berry. She reminds me of Rachel Berry from Glee. Yeah, no, she does. Yes, you're right in terms of personality. You're not just saying physically, right?
Yeah, I can see that. Are they all dead now? Are all the actors from Glee?
No, they're not dead, but several of them are dead or crippled. So I'm not kidding, but the Glee kids had like a horrible curse on them. There's a bunch of them, like like the main guy died of a drug overdose. That other girl, she no one even knows how she died. She fell in a lake and drowned.
That was crazy.
That was horrible.
There was no conspiracy about that. She was literally on a boat with her son, and she drowned. And then there was like the bad boy, the mulatto bad boy. Didn't he like murder someone or something?
No, he was a molester. He was, and then he killed himself when he got convicted. He got convicted and he hung himself.
My God.
Yeah, like this is like these Glee for a show called Glee.
It's really bleak.
That shit is unhappy. If she ever headbutted you, your nose is instantly broken. Yeah, that's why you want her on your side during a fight.
Or if she's giving you domes, she goes down too far, pushing that navel right into your chest.
Shaolin says it's like Hammerhead from Spider-Man. Yo, that's the one gender bend character I'll accept if she plays Hammerhead on Spider-Man.
100%. She looks like she just smoked all the good tweak right here in this picture, man. I'm telling you, I know this type of girl, man.
She does look so many levels of crazy.
Throw a little shade at you, Mantis. You used to bring these type of girls around in the Haven. They would come down from New Paltz, and I'd be like, "Who? Yo, you brought one chick down that was trying to fucking like lecture me on crime and stuff like that after she bought."
Well, that's New Paltz. All those bitches were woke, and it was before the word woke was used.
Yo, she fucking was lecturing me on like inner city violence as she's buying copious amounts of drugs from me.
Yeah, and so one of the things of going to you ever see what is it, PCU, the movie Politically correct universe. Yeah. So that is absolutely new pulse right there for you. So basically, for me to get laid, I had to learn to tolerate the yapping. Yapping about feminism and whatever, this and that, intersectionality, whatever the fuck it is.
And they always turn out to be like the freakiest of freaks. You remember the couple that tried to sexually accost you? That chick was a feminist, and she was all about.
She was a super feminist, and really, she just wants. She wants. Yeah, I'm not going to finish what I said because this is not After Dark.
All right. Play the clip.
He says if she got her head stuck in a fence, you'd have to call for the fire department. Yeah, she's an obnoxious theater kid. She says
100%.
Snorted Addies.
100%.
Play the clip already. Okay, Vex. Okay, let's do it. Let's see what she has to say.
With everyone watching this first look.
Well, hilariously, I do not know what they watched. I did not see it. We were not allowed to watch. We had to stand on our spot backstage. So it sounded like they really liked it, which is really, really exciting. I saw the title card, which looked great. I got really emotional hearing everybody's reactions to it.
Wow, she really is obnoxious. Let's keep going.
Which was really, really incredible. And so I feel very blessed to be a part of something that seems to be very important to a lot of people, including myself.
I don't believe in God, but I'm blessed.
That your version of Snow White is different, and it's more of a 2022 version of Snow White. What did you mean by that?
I mean, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so. There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah. Weird.
Okay,
yeah, that's the face right there. Weird.
Yeah, that's the bedroom face you're gonna have to deal with this chick. RM says Naya Riviera drowned because her toddler fell in the water, and she got him back in the boat, but she couldn't get herself back in. It was so sad.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, like she went out like a G after many struggles, many struggles, and dating a bunch of has-beens. Like she went out like a G, bro.
Saving her child. That's beautiful. He said, hail to the chat. Yeah, this is how stupid it is.
Welcome in.
Red flag. This chick is totally red flag. So her first statement is she is considering what Prince Charming does is stalking.
All right.
And so the Babylon Bee did a funny thing. They had a picture of like the old cartoon, and they say they've reworked it. They've gotten rid of problematic kiss. Snow White dies in the end. Because remember, if he doesn't kiss her while she's sleeping, she doesn't wake up.
Yeah. She dies from atrophy and like starvation. I love it. Okay. I'm not gonna make you do this, but I challenge anyone, right, who may be in support of this woman to go look up the definition of what a stalker is and then juxtapose that towards Prince Valiant and what his character did. Now, there is the Brothers Grimm story where Prince Valiant kind of turns out to be kind of a cock, right? You're aware of that, right? In the Grimm story, it's a little different. Yeah. But in the Disney version, and
they made him pure of heart.
Yeah, nothing wrong.
Yeah, you can't for a kids movie have the dude who's like just like a horny prick going around banging all the chicks. Like that just not be appropriate.
Vic says, "How was it?" This is the face she makes. What's wrong with us? Is there something wrong with us? Because you and I both dated a lot of these broads, man. I call them dames, broads.
Okay, I'm going to make this statement straight up. This is true, and I hope no one gets offended, but this is the true. Crazy bitches are more
suck
fun.
The best dick. Oh.
Yeah. Well, that's what I meant by more fun. Okay, that's what I meant more fun. They make you feel alive. They suck great dick. They fuck real good. They know how to work the body. They know how to work the shaft. I'm sorry. I need to stop.
The boat.
The point is, if you're wondering why a young man is going after a crazy or hanging out with a crazy chick, and you're like, look at this guy, he's a great guy, why is he with this chick? It's because of that. And I'm saying, like, there's something fun and almost like intoxicating about like hooking up with a crazy chick. Or being in her presence. Going to a bar and watching her get me into a bar fight turns me on.
Bro. You know what? I take umbrage with your statement, man, because as a guy that's been in a physical altercation because of my boy's loudmouth chick, it does not turn me on because I'm not going to get any, but I got to back your dumb ass up because this chick You know exactly what I'm talking about. Has written a check that now we have to cash.
Right.
Like, you know the famous line back in our history. My boyfriend will fuck you up. I've never ever been. So I turned around and I was like, what the fuck did she just say? And then of course Zeus is like, well, you got my back, right? And I'm like,
Oh God!
Yeah.
Oh my God! And you're like, you're lucky I love you, you son of a bitch. Yeah, no.
Are we out of pocket?
Do you remember the movie Mama? Or is it Mama? Yeah, it must be Mama. With the ghost who raises 2 kids.
Ma. Is it Ma?
Is it? No. Ma's more recent. Mama's like a while back.
Yeah, I remember. I saw that shit.
Yeah, so I went with a certain girl. I'm gonna say it, Alexa, and that was like my craziest of all bitches. Like she got, well, she did all sorts of horrible things to me and my family, and so this is early on in a relationship, and we're there, and there were a bunch of teenagers in the back who were texting and just being loud and all these things, and she kept being shh, and she kept hushing them every single time. And finally, they're like, why don't you shut up? And she's like, why don't you shut the fuck up? This is like a 3rd date. She's like, you shut the fuck up. She's like, my man's going to fuck you up. And I looked at her and I was like, I am.
And there it is.
And there it is. And it came down. And even though they were teenagers, I got up, I was ready to mix it. And there was like 1, 2, 3, 4. And I was like, I'm older than them, but I cannot fight all 4 of them. I'm thinking, but I'm manning up and doing all these things. And thank fucking God, the fucking, the people who work at the movie theater all came rushing in, and they were like, get the fuck out. And they kicked us all out. And I was like, thank God.
In the streets, we call that faking jacks. Like, yo, you lucky they came here, son.
You lucky motherfucker, you lucky. And so I looked good in front of her. Who knows what would have happened there? That would have been my grave. That would have been the end of Mantis' story. And then for some reason I kept dating her.
Yeah, there's a sickness. Or as they say in Nigeria, it is a sickness. This is a sickness, man.
He said y'all out of pocket tonight. It's the same shit as why women date bad boys. Exactly.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, and so they hear horrible stories about, I hear crazy stories of women like dating bad boys who have already dated their friends. And they know what kind of shitty men they are, and they still fuck with them.
Bro, this is a phenomenon on both sides of the table that completely bugs me out. I am not going to drop names here. Even though Bex thinks that I am, I will not drop names. I literally warned a homeboy. I was like, bro, she is a class A, not succubus, man eater. I'm telling you that I barely pulled out in time without her ripping my soul out. If you do this, I will not be there for you. The girl is trouble. Do you know what this idiot did? Do you know what he did? Even after I warned you. No, not you. I don't think you and I have ever cross-pollinated.
No, we haven't. We've never cross-pollinated, but I thought,
No. I'm trying to think. No, I don't think we ever cross-pollinated. I warned this dude, and he still did it. And he dated her.
You cannot warn. Here's what I'm saying, guys. If you have a friend who has been mesmerized by the crazy eyes, you can't talk logic to him. It's not going to make any sense to him.
I tried to warn him, but when it finally happened, and I got the phone call at 3 a.m, like, yo, man, and we're not. This is before cell phones. He's like, yo, can I come to your house right now? I'm like, what's wrong, dog? He's like, man, you don't understand, son. She fucked all of them. That is a real statement.
Wait, you really said that? You really said that? She fucked all?
He said that, man. And I'm just like, what is happening right now? Back to the crazy feminist.
Matt says, you were stuck in the pussy fog, man. Just, yes,
100%.
He said, damn, Steve, you got double checked in that story.
I know exactly what Vic is referring to. I have been in many situations where a girl, no, I'm sorry, not many, 3, where a girl said, my man's going to fuck you up. And I'm like, what is happening right now? But to hear my homeboy's girl say it, and then he looks at me like, yo, you got me, right? I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Yo, Pena, when he was younger, he was loose as fuck. And so he went to a party, and there were some girls up top who, like, they spat off the side of the, like, whatever, and it landed on his girl. And Pena goes up to the stairs. He marches up to the stairs, and he looks at the girl's man, and he says, "I'm either fighting your bitch or I'm fighting you. What's it gonna be?"
Yes. Shout out to that king.
Yeah. King rules. Now he's a little more restraint in his life, but like that's how a king does it, right?
Shout out to that king.
She says not cross-pollinated. She's laughing. We call that Eskimo brothers. Yes, if you cross-pollinate, you become Eskimo brothers. You watch the League, the show The League?
No, never seen.
That's what they call Eskimo brothers.
Listen, man. Never mind. I almost went into a Haven story. Never mind. Some shit should stay off the record.
RM says you're all like, I can fix her. To be honest,
that's the problem.
Mantis is like, I can fix her. That is, I admit that's part of my problem. That is my problem. I'm like,
and when you say that to me, bro, I look at the picture and it's a picture of this bitch right here. I can fix her. I stare over her.
Isn't she beautiful? I can fix her.
She literally, if I hear a woman use the term Annie DeFranco's music is really captivating, I'm like, get this bitch out of here right now, bro.
Yeah, Vic says Captain Save-A-Ho. Yes, I am guilty of Captain Save-A-Hoing. I admit that is that's probably my greatest flaw. I'm a great guy across the board, but I do have the Captain Save-A-Ho flaw in my character.
I love you, but you do. I was going to stage an intervention on you at one point where I'm just like, you going to Israel?
And he's right. I went to Israel to Save-A-Ho. And spoiler alert, it didn't work out.
Oh my God. Play the clip.
So let's see what Crazy Face has to say.
So we didn't do that this time.
So no prince or a different kind of prince?
We have a different approach to what I'm sure a lot of people will assume is a love story. Just
is that where her boobs are
supposed
to be?
Right. Andrew Burnap, great dude. Yeah.
You mean flat?
Yo, throw some flames in the chat for Mantis's pause game. He's capturing her true spirit.
Yeah, look at this bitch. But like, you're saying flat, or is she supposed to be flat chested?
No, I'm asking. Like, this young man that we're watching right now, is that where he had his breast implanted?
Because they look like pockets where you could just put the fucking things in. I'm sure she has a chest binder. This is like 2023, right? So I'm sure she has a chest binder, but she bought at Target.
Yo, real quick. Honorable mention, and we got to get back to this. Did you see the crazy woman that went to fucking Target in blackface?
What?
You didn't see it?
I do not know this story.
Oh my God, continue.
Yeah, send me the shit. Nordic says, I will be there for that intervention. Bex just has a concerned look on her face. Pony sending those flames, and so is Bex. Nordic says, Steve, I said the same thing. There we go. So let's see what this I'm going to be nice. Let's see what this lady has to say.
It's one of those things that I think everyone's going to have their assumptions about what it's actually going to be, but it's really not about the love story at all, which is really, really wonderful. And whether or not she finds love along the way is anybody's guess until 2024. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
Who the fuck does she think she is to say something like that?
Yeah, no, honestly, who the fuck is... So here's what I'm saying. Here's what not to do when you become a celebrity. If you guys ever become a celebrity, actor, whatever it is, remember, people don't like smugness unless you're like a really good athlete. And you can't be like middle of the road athlete. Like you have to be like
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali levels to be able to have the ego. Even Megan Rapinoe and the female soccer team, they are not pulling that off. This girl certainly is not pulling off the ego. It just comes off as arrogance, right?
Yeah, 100%, man. And the fact that to say maybe the scenes will get clipped, if they get clipped, they may be pulling out what's left of the movie, right? Because at this point, there's no reason to believe that any of this is actually going to make it to the air, man. It's so How is this different than Snow White and the Huntsman? How is it different? Tell me how this is a different movie.
I don't know why they're even making these live action things, so I have no idea. Pony says Bieber face right there. Nordic says weight rolling in his grave. Walt's rolling in his grave. Yeah, no, he is rolling. Yeah, he absolutely is rolling in his grave.
Well, that's
because there used to be artistry, and these guys are just banging it out like it's like a factory or whatever.
Or is he rolling in his grave because he's like, I didn't expect so many brown and darkies.
I think he's fine as long as there aren't any Jews in his movie.
Oh my god!
That's how he rolled, man. That's how he rolled.
We have to move this show to Rumbler. I literally just gave the channel out to someone at work, and I should not feel as nervous as I do. Someone's like, "Yo, can I watch you and Mantis's podcast?" I'm like,
to who?
Remember the guy we were talking about that works in the back? You didn't know his name?
Right. Okay.
Shout out to him.
But no, I'm just saying that's what he would say. I'm not, I'm not like
these are not views held by the Mantis or Steve, right?
I went to Israel for a woman. I'm an ally. Okay,
it checks all boxes. Checks all boxes.
Rebecca says, "What's the point of having a Disney princess movie with no romance?" I agree. That is what fantasy. That's what fantasies and fairy tales are. Part of it has to have the epic romance.
You're wrong.
If you remove it, what is
You're
the
wrong.
damn point? Is this going to be a feminist Snow White?
You're wrong. It's about empowerment. It's about showing that she doesn't need a prince. It's about showing strength. It's about equity. It's about equality. It's about a bunch of other words with a lot of syllables that you can't pronounce.
Well, then I say, bitch, get a job. You don't need any fucking dwarves with you. Just get a fucking job.
Oh, don't even get me started on the homeless, not dwarves.
The dwarves. I think we talked about the dwarves already. We had a picture. We had the picture back a couple of weeks ago.
We're horrible at this, man. Play the clip. Let this.
Nordic says, Bex, it's what Disney uses to close all of its stories. Yeah.
Yes.
So stupid to just trash the princess formula. I agree. She's just shitting on the idea of a fairy tale. Okay.
It's an inner journey that she goes on to find her true self, and she meets a lot of people along the way that make the journey really incredible.
An
I know
inner
Little
journey.
Traps, but I quickly have to ask you about the Hunger Games prequel. I am so excited.
No,
we
one
don't
went
need
to
to
see it.
see that
No one
because
went
your
to see it.
career is over, Rachel Zegler.
Wait. Let me ask you a question. If you click on the link I sent you in Discord right now, do you need to change the view, or can you just click it and will it come up?
What did you send me? This right here?
Yeah, just click on it. Will it change the view, or do you can we
I
just go
clicked
right
on
into
it. No, it didn't change the view. I gotta act. Holy shit!
I'm not laughing because I'm laughing at what she's doing.
You know what I'm watching, what I'm seeing.
I know exactly. Actually, don't play it. It's not for fanboy, but you know exactly what.
Wait,
I'm
no,
saying.
we can show it. We can show the pic.
Don't play what she says. Just show.
Oh, what? It's super loose. What she says?
It's super loose. She is off the hook loose right now.
Okay, let's.
And while you're waiting for that, folks, make sure you check out Mantis on Audilis.
On Audilis, guys. Oh, yo, here's what I'm saying.
Hot 95.
Yo, I'm a hot 95. I'm 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. just as this man is 4 p.m. 8 p.m. My thing is on Audilis. It's on MyTuner. It's on Online Radio Box. It's on Radio Boss. It's on Streama. It's on radio.net. So if you have any of those apps, you can listen to Hot 95. We keep it real. Everyone look at this chick. This is the future. This is the most crazy shit I've ever seen, man. A woman in blackface goes on a rant at the Colorado Target and Starbucks while wearing Trump stickers on her chest. I really want to hear what she's. We can't hear it. We're gonna get in trouble if we play it.
Well, at this point, no one from work would watch this far, so I guess you can play it. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's just do that. That's the next one, right?
Yeah, I'll mute it.
The video has no sound.
Oh, they took the sound away.
The
That's
sound
how
away.
loose it is.
What
The
was
thing
she saying?
Bro, it's like there's so much shit. Like literally at this point, she's offended like 4 different people groups. Like she's someone's click back and then click back on it, and I can kind of give you like a narration.
Ooh.
All right, bring it back.
Oh,
Wait, we gotta wait for it to cycle through.
wait. Oh, there's more.
Yeah. They took
No
the
sound.
shot.
They have removed all sound.
Yeah, because at this point she's talking about going to apply for a job at the post office.
Wait, what?
Yeah, this is how. Well, she got fired from the post office. If I'm to believe this crazy person, she's going to reapply for her job. And I think the thing she was insinuating was she was
That if she
fired.
had blackface, she would be more likely to be hired.
And she's got a Disney shirt on. Peep the game. Peep the game.
You cannot make this shit up. Yo, this chick is nuts. This is America, guys.
In the video where she's at Target, it starts off with someone saying, "You're a horrible person." She's like, "You're a horrible person." And then she asks where the pride section is. And she screams out, "I need to see it." Yeah.
Yo. So if any of you have like elderly parents, which I, at this point I do, my mom's really spiritual and stuff, and my mom is just constantly going on and on. Every time we talk about
real quick. Vic sent you the audio. He sent you the video with the audio.
Oh, thank you, Vic. All right. No. Okay. Thank you, Vic.
Secret contributor to the show, Vic.
Yeah, Vic is making this. He's our producer, yo.
Making it happen. Making it happen.
I can't wait to see what this crazy bitch has to say. Denver woman goes insane in blackface. Okay.
There we go.
You have to admit, that is a hysterical.
Would it be wrong for me to say that she's more attractive in blackface?
No, it's not wrong. She's ugly in real life. I want her to wear a paper bag over her head or whatever.
You're literally doing blackface
Thank me later.
in the middle of the store.
Lester Holt did whiteface. Nobody said. Where's your pride section? I need to know. Oh, I thought they were celebrating this and they took our flag forever. No?
Bro.
She's on meth right now. Absolutely.
She's on independence, bro. She's on independence. She's on free speech.
Post it on my Facebook, please. My Facebook friends love it.
Meet Ursilia Campbell, a Denver resident who went to Target on Wednesday in full blackface and demanded to see the store's selection of pride clothing, something Target hasn't had in stock since June. Campbell is one of many Republicans encouraged by the right-wing media to heckle businesses that they view as supportive of gay and trans Americans. And this isn't the first time Campbell has been in trouble. Stick around until the end, folks. You really aren't going to guess how this wraps up. A post made to Campbell's personal Facebook page reveals that she once worked for the post office, but her job was terminated for unclear reasons. And judging by the poster declaring her a trespass risk, it's pretty clear she didn't leave on good terms. And Campbell's tirade at Target wasn't the only thing she filmed. I mean, take a look at this mess.
I was wondering if you think this is a good idea.
I want to say to the Black revolutionary community or anyone who's saying that, two men of color are sitting up here laughing at this, because sometimes you're exposed to something so crazy where your only reaction can be laughter. Like, she literally screamed out, "Where's your pride section?"
That is funny. That is objectively funny. That is objectively funny. You're right. I'm not a horrible person for laughing. How could you not?
I need to know.
And she said, "I need to know." And so, you know what I do think is wrong, and I don't know if this is if this video is from the Young Turks or whatever. It basically, she's clearly a crazy person, right? And so I do think that it is being a bad actor, being like, this is what the Republicans are all about. This is not what the Republicans are all about. That is, it's clearly bad acting, but it is funny. So let's make fun of this bitch.
Black paint out of my office, where it really all started when I got chased to Michael's by a bunch of crazy people with lights. But I found some really interesting people at the post office that are triggering me this morning.
Oh boy.
Wait, hold on. Oh my God, they're triggering her this morning. What the fuck is she going on about?
It's the post office, man. Things happen. You know, two places where I am commonly triggered: the DMV and the post office. You never know who you're going to be exposed to when you go to these two government establishments. You just don't know.
It's the long lines that piss me off at the DMV, not the people.
Have you been to the post office recently? It's insane.
Can't remember the last time.
It's insane. I was in there and I was like, I'm using Amazon. I need to know.
Vic says, I always support my homies. She says, yes, Vic. Yes, Steve.
It's wrong. She's telling me it's wrong to say she's more attractive in blackface. Why the gummies do you dirty?
How dare you slander my boo Lester Holt? Did we shit on Lester Holt?
No. She slandered Lester Holt, my man with the longest receding hairline I've ever seen. Lester Holt has more forehead at this point than he has hair. Shout out to Lester Holt, man. That shit, just let it go, bro. Just let it go.
Wait, she used eggshell paint from Home Depot? Like she actually painted her face like actual paint?
She used high quality shit. This is the high caliber.
And I need to fish out some other people.
Yeah, who would ever think the lady in blackface is a racist? What a weird thing to think. And yeah, Campbell was apparently also throwing glitter during her bizarre visit to Target.
Hey, Facebook.
Wait, hold on. That is the gold. That is the gold standard right now. She said, "Hey, Facebook in blackface."
I'm telling you, Facebook is the home of the elderly and the incompetent and
the insane. The insane. Yeah. She said, "Hey, Facebook."
And that's why I think he's gonna win. That's why I think Zuckerberg is gonna win. This is like he's got all types of crazy pent up.
I never treat myself to Starbucks since the post office got rid of me. I barely treated myself to Starbucks when I was working there. I couldn't afford it. Trump is coming. I'm showing my
Okay.
I have somebody across from me that's showing his too. I'll post his picture later. It's hilarious.
Yo, guys, I'm about to take it to like a serious point, so please don't hate on me or anything, but is this evident of something that's worse going on? That like America doesn't pay its people like correctly, and so this woman was a poor, impoverished fucking idiot for years, working for the system, working for the man, working for the government,
and she couldn't even get Starbucks.
She couldn't afford Starbucks.
No wonder she snapped. She couldn't.
That's what I'm saying. Is it society has failed her?
Yes. Bro,
we failed her, not the other way around.
It's clear. It's clear.
I'm saying when my jobs don't work out, I'm doing full whiteface. or yellow face, or whatever is the most shocking. But why is she in blackface though? She could have done it all without it.
Stickers over where her hanging nipples would be. Like her precision and accuracy is amazing.
Well, she said her titties were out. Oh, of course, it got bleeped, but
my God,
you guys got to see this. Anyway, wish me luck. I'm going to the post office for a job. They will never recognize my picture now.
It's not surprising that things are a little cloudy in Campbell's mind right now, and her disturbing Facebook video led several friends to ask about her mental health and whether her family was even aware of her increasingly bizarre behavior.
You can put me on the FBI wanted list. Have a good day. I'm going to have me a Nakai refresher.
Yeah.
Okay? If you want...
Wait, did she say a Nakai refresher?
Yeah. Bro, that was one of those laughs that led into damn near a soul cry. Did you hear that? She was like... It was like a soul cry, man. She's hurting in her soul, bro. She needs to listen to some Hootie and the Blowfish. I think that might cure this right up, man. If she can see a black man singing country music, get a lot better. What the fuck? Did Mantis just get sucked into the abyss? You all right, bro?
I'm fine. Don't worry. I don't know if you know, I'm fighting a cold, so I had to blow my nose, and I didn't want you motherfuckers to hear me.
Oh, cocaine addiction's a hard thing. I get it.
But anyway, let's go back to the blackface woman. This lady is why she said, "This lady is why I'm for background checks for gun purchases." Yes, absolutely.
You don't want her showing up to the job. You know, God damn it,
The
Samantha.
rest or the if
Who
you want
hired
what
her?
this stuff is, and if you've never had it, you've got to come down to Starbucks. I'm off of Mississippi and 225. Okay.
Oh, she gave the
Stay
addy.
tuned.
This is where I'm
It's gonna
at.
be candid camera, lights, camera, action today. They'll never recognize me.
And several hours later, Campbell made another post to Facebook. In a lengthy message about God and paying for her family's sins, Campbell announced that she'd been taken to UC Health on a psychiatric hold. It's unclear right now who made the call to take her in. In the post, she claims that her mother had a black boyfriend and that she's paying for the generational sins and curses of her family. And at the very end, she implores her friends, no pictures. I look like a nutcase.
Please understand, I'm not crazy.
You don't say. Campbell's Facebook page contains nearly a dozen blackface videos from just the past day, as well as posts about aliens impersonating postal workers, and of course, posts about taking America back for Jesus Christ. It's unclear whether Campbell has been released from her psychiatric hold, and her family has so far made no public statement about her nearly day-long racist tirade. Campbell's behavior is a sad new normal for the right, so stay safe out there, folks.
Just everybody have a great day.
But that
Your best day.
Do you see what he said? This fucking asshole said, it's a strange new normal for the right, as if the left doesn't have a group of fucking psychopaths posting crazy shit like this. Yo, give me a day, I will have 2 hours of content of fucking psychopathic liberals and socialists being like going on about some crazy shit.
Wait, what is your man's name that was becoming the Supreme Court judge? You know, I like beer. I like to drink beer. What's that guy's name again?
Kavanaugh.
Kavanaugh. Do you remember the Kavanaugh? Yeah, you know, he was going through this whole committee hearing and all that shit. There was literally a person banging on the doors, screaming, and they were like, I can't breathe. And I'm like, yo, you've been screaming for 12 minutes straight. Of course you can't breathe.
Right.
Oh, we're way off the beaten path here. So what do you think about this, Mantis? This has nothing to do with Snow White, I guess, right? You know, Snow Black.
No, I mean, I feel like we're off of that. Yo, this bitch is nuts. I do think it is bad. It's being a bad actor saying like, this isn't far off for the right or whatever, because trust me, I can gather a lot of TikTok shit from the left that is just equally as nuts, if not more.
Listen, I can show you some videos that someone sends me where I'm just like, this shit is crazy. Like, what about that one chick, man, the black therapist that literally shat on black men, right? And then she got kicked. She got fired from her job. Right. She got fired from her job, and now she's begging for donations on Cash App. And I think she might be starting an OnlyFans because she's looking for true female.
Oh, they all end up in OnlyFans. So here's what I'm saying. OnlyFans is really the mark of the devil. It's for starters, it's the mark of the desperate and the mark of the devil. So if you're like, don't worry, I'll pay rent with OnlyFans, well, you have hit rock bottom and you should get to rehab. Whatever vice is holding you, you need to battle that shit.
Well, I mean, the Catch Me Outside girl really came up on OnlyFans, right? $55 million in the first day. It kind of proves the point a little bit, right? Look, so I heard an interesting argument in regards to our friends over in the Red Pill. Shout out to you, motherfuckers. All right, so some disgusting mammal was on Fresh and Fit, purveyors of truth, justice, and the American way, and she was on there and she got slammed by the chat mantis for literally 4 hours. They just, shat all over this woman. She's an OnlyFans model. Afterwards, she checked her analytics on OnlyFans. Do you know what happened after she was on there?
They exploded.
Yeah, well, yeah, they didn't explode. Like her testicles didn't explode, but she gained like
analytics.
She gained something like 30,000 subscribers, paid subscribers after the stream. Now, whether they went over there to watch the Circus Freak show or not, she got paid, man. And this is the innate problem I have with this whole thing, right? The OnlyFans, the woman in the blackface and all the shit. And sometimes I find myself agreeing with the libtards. We platform these people and we only make them bigger. Both the libtards and these people, right? Like these people.
Well, remember, for instance, like the OnlyFans phenomenon, we basically what it is that only a handful of women are making a ton of money on that.
Right.
And it's a total rarity. It's the same thing as exploding on YouTube.
Yeah.
There's only a handful of people every year who actually explode on YouTube. There's only a handful of people who explode on OnlyFans. Most women are grinding hard on OnlyFans only to make fucking bullshit cash.
So what you mean to tell me all these chicks that started doing foot videos aren't millionaires now?
Yeah, well, unfortunately.
I
Sorry, girls.
don't-
You could send me your videos and I could help produce you. Just let me know.
Make you better.
I could make you better. Yeah, I could teach you the ways, girl.
Are you
I'm a
finally-
podcast producer now.
Are you finally ready? Wait, I'll be back.
Yeah, he wants to get into hip hop. We definitely need to get into hip hop. OnlyFans is actually a pyramid scheme. Only the very top OnlyFans models make money. The rest are trying to sign other people up to make their own accounts so they can get their referral fee. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well said, RM. We've done it for criminals too. Been doing it for years. We blow up the shameful, which then romanticize. Yes, actually, absolutely. So YouTube does it. OnlyFans does it. People write these articles about people. They're like, so and so blew up. They're just reviewing toys, or they just review movies or whatever. And someone's like, well, I can do that, and they jump on doing it. And it's not actually that profitable. It is actually really hard to get noticed on YouTube. It's actually equally as hard to get noticed on OnlyFans. And so it's all dead end. And you're all, basically what it is OnlyFans, essentially, and I know I sound like a Christian curmudgeon or some shit, but OnlyFans basically lies to you about the money you're going to make. And at the end of the day, you become a sex worker for almost no profit.
What's wrong with being a sex worker?
Well, you degrade yourself and your own body's worth and your own self-esteem for the pleasure of randos on the internet. And trust me, Tom Cruise isn't looking at your OnlyFans. It's probably the same dude who fucking would marry this woman right here on the screen. So that should sicken you. That should gross you out. But also, you should have some fucking respect for yourself.
No. You are clearly enslaved by the patriarchy. You don't understand that OnlyFans and sex work is the true form of female empowerment and freedom.
Right. You bitches are going to feel really empowered when the next Long Island serial killer gets obsessed with you on OnlyFans and eventually finds out where you live and gets you. You have to deal with stalkers all the time, but you also have to degrade yourself when someone's like, I'll give you $20. Will you jerk off a man on your feet? And they're like, I guess I will.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Real
Tim,
fucking good work, girls. Good work.
Tim,
Good work. Feminism has won. Feminism has fucking won when you're doing shit like that. That's fucking brilliant.
Oh my goodness.
Girl, you got to show parts of your body and all this shit. That really shows how smart and intelligent, how equal you are to us. You're equal to me because you're showing me my body for fucking pennies. Fucking dumbass. Nobody says it creates a weak society. Hi guys, hey Team Mizzle. You came in at a very Team Mizzle always comes in at an interesting point. Team, some interesting shit is happening. She said $20. That's how low these bitches sell themselves for.
But
it's not my fault,
bro. It's $20 a month. Do the math on that.
No, you can cancel at any time. And so for a man who was taking,
you know that? How do you know that?
As a man who was taking advantage of this, I realized that I was like, this is fucked up. These poor bitches are basically working for a pimp. Because I can cancel at any time. And I constantly see girls who are they're like, discount this month. My $20 rate is now $8. I'm like, because nobody's coming. Because they got the first round of picks and they're done with you.
That's the problem. They are. And they're just like, when you get that clarity moment, you're like, oh my God. I'm subscribed to this woman. I'm subscribed to her.
You can subscribe and unsubscribe immediately. You know, it's like the same thing as Spotify or something. But I digress.
Okay. I feel like
Leo Arm says, "Look, I don't show my feet for less than $80."
Oof, it's a good price. Good price. I
Yo,
feel like
ready to do some hip hop?
Yeah, I guess we can do hip hop, man. I was like, I don't know, this was the perfect crescendo. We get into this dumbass fucking list. Let's do it, man. Only if you're willing to look up pictures of. Well, never mind. That would take it to a raw place. Let's get into the list, man.
Raw place.
Yeah, man, because it's like there's one person that's on the list, namely the artist that number 50 on this list. People have some things to say about her, and I have some things to say about what people are attracted to. And it's not about her physically, but some people do have some statements about her physical prowess.
So she's an ugly bitch. Okay.
No. Okay.
Oh, this isn't a video. This is straight up just okay.
It's a straight up list. It's
Old school shit.
Straight up words. We're in the nebulous. We're stuck.
No, we're good.
Are you excited for Dune Chapter 2? Yes?
I am. Supposedly, according to that sinister evil bitch, Grace Randolph, no one else is, but I am.
Okay.
I'm very excited.
So we're going through complexes and in honor of hip hop's 50th anniversary that just happened on the 11th. Complex, a hip hop article, vlog, blah blah blah, released their top 50 New York rappers, right? And obviously the theme for this is that hip hop started in New York. The contention starts over whether it actually started in New York on August 11th at a Bronx party hosted by Kool Herc. So they released this shit, and here we go.
So already number 50, Ice Spice. I'm already fucking annoyed. She should not be on the 50 greatest rappers list ever. This is like kowtowing to just modernism.
Wait, let me make sure I have the name right. Is it the 50 greatest, or what is the name of the article exactly? Because I realized when I was covering this on all the lists, I was like, I could have gotten this wrong. What is the name of the article?
Best New York rappers of all time.
Okay, I didn't get it wrong. All right, so here we have Ice Spice. Right?
Absolutely not. She should not be in the 50. She might be in the 100, but not 50.
Not even the hundreds. She shouldn't be on the list. She's got one single that I know, and I think most people know. Anyway, but this is the young person I was talking about. So this is a horrible joke going around, horrible meme, Mantis. I don't know if you're aware that the internet is a ruthless place where some people said Ice Spice looks like she has some form of Down syndrome.
It's funny. You scolded me on this. So when she first hit the scene, I said, "Have you heard of Ice Spice? I think she's an albino." And you said she's not an albino. You were more offended than me, and I'm light skinned.
No, I was offended by the term albino
because I thought she was. Turns out she's just a light skin, but also she is definitely not the 50th greatest rapper from New York City.
All right.
So I'm already pissed at the list. The list is already nonsense.
Let's get to number 49.
He says, Arm says, Ice Spice always sounded sedated.
She does. She definitely does.
She's definitely, she's basically like one of those porn girls. These girls are doing it for heroin. We all know. This bitch makes ice cream truck music. Yeah, basically.
100%.
A team says, sedated. So let's go. Let's keep going on. Ice Spice 50, 40. Pharaoh Monch. So Pharaoh Monch is 49. So he is next to Ice Spice. That's what they're saying. That's what Pharaoh Monch. How do you feel about him being 49?
So I didn't even, honestly, he wouldn't have made the 50 top. He would have been more like 100 for me, but I'm not mad at him being before Ice Spice. So Pharaoh Monch, obviously huge in the game, has a solid fan base, but not checking for him at 49. Probably would have put him somewhere in the high 60s. No disrespect to that, because considering what the list is.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What the fuck
am I looking at? Yo, what did you bring to this
greatest rappers of all time from NYC, fucking Sean P. Diddy Puffy Combs. Yes. You heard it right. You heard it right. You heard it right. They put Diddy down as a rapper. I would put MC Hammer down as a rapper before I put Diddy down. But yeah, here he is.
He's a producer who occasionally speaks on the mic. Fuck this shit.
That's very loose interpretation of producer. He's a guy that samples a bunch of shit and got famous from it.
So you don't even call him producer. You don't even call him producer.
He's a promoter, right? That was famous, I should say infamous, for hosting a party where a bunch of people died at, not from gunshots, where the fucking stands, the rafters collapsed on themselves. This is Sean fucking Combs. He is not a rapper, right? Not at all. And he does not deserve to be on this list.
I agree. This is fucking ridiculous. Yo, the Bismarcky is 47. Okay. The problem is, I'm glad that he's above these other people, but why is he in the same realm as them? Bismarcky.
Shout out to the late great Bismarcky, but not number 47 for New York. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, man. Shout out to him.
But you would say a lower number, right?
I would say top 200, bro. If we're being pragmatic.
Oh, you don't like Bismarcky?
I love Bismarcky, but impactful rappers. Oh baby, you. That song is great, but like, come on, man. What are we talking about? What's the standard here? What is the standard?
Which means we got to make our own list at some point, right?
Yeah, we do.
Styles P
of the Locks.
I feel comfortable with this. I feel comfortable.
I think he should be higher than 46, but shout out to Styles P, man. I get high. Yes, I get high.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's keep going. No problem.
I'm comfortable with that. Jim
Jones, no problem. I don't think he's a great rapper. I think Jim Jones is a great hook MC, right? He makes a lot of great features, but all right, we got him at number 45. Okay.
44, Grand Poobah.
Grand Poobah should have been way higher on this list, but okay, he's on the list. He made it.
Yeah.
Melly Mel, this motherfucker.
I'm going to be honest with you right now. I'm sure a lot of you are like, yo, he's old school. He needs respect. Melly Mel, I have I don't even understand anything going on with people who like Melly Mel, talk about Melly Mel, why he thought he could diss Eminem. I just don't.
He's got a perm and he's got the gimp suit on.
He's just like a village person. Why is he on this list? But he's 43. And you realize he's above. He's got a better number than Bismarcky and Pharaoh Monch.
Yes. Melly Mel looking like he. Never mind. I was about to say something about Kelsey Street. Moving on. Sean Price. All right. A lot of people don't know who Sean Price is. He is one of the.
I don't know who he is.
Sean Price passed away recently. He's one of the members of a great hip hop group called Helter Skelter.
I know Helter Skelter, but I don't know.
OGC, Boot Camp, Click. So I'm not mad at him being on this list. 42. I'm okay with this one.
He's never just for me. He's never stood out alone. Like I know of Helter Skelter, but I don't know. I didn't know that who they were or whatever. A$AP Rocky. Okay,
at 41. Not mad at it. Shout out to A$AP and Harlem.
I do think he brings it. There's a bunch of his songs I like.
But does that mean he's one of the greatest of all time?
You are right. And 41 is pretty. 41 is a good number. That's pretty. Yeah, you're right. He's probably 101, 102, maybe. We need to make 100 best list and talk about it on this podcast at some point. Okay, so we got Kool D.
The Wild Wild West, that.
Yeah, that's super old school.
It doesn't deserve to be on here at all.
I know a lot of people are like, "Who the fuck is that?" That is super old school. That is early '80s.
Yes,
shit. That's super early '80s. That's not even regular '80s. That's like '81.
It's when I was born.
Yeah. So
he made a video dressed as a cowboy moving through the snow. All right, that's where we're at in hip hop at this time.
Oh, Noriega.
Nori at number 39.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm a huge Noriega fan, but the reason why I'm a fan of him is he's a complete fucking moron who rhymes stupid shit with other stupid shit.
Yeah, 100%. Capone and Noriega.
One of my favorite examples of his stupidity is he says, I swim laps around the English Channel. Yeah, mad dudes have Cocker
Cocker
Spaniels.
Spaniels.
Like, what the fuck? What is this? What is this? So he is a moron. Of course, he ended up doing what is that podcast?
Drink Champs.
Drink Champs.
So he's wildly more entertaining as a podcaster, just like Joe Budden, than he ever was an MC.
He's a character in the hip hop world,
but
I liked him. I don't know if I liked him because he was brilliant. You know what I mean? Sometimes he's just like a moron.
I will always give him respect for clapping back at Snoop and Tupac and all these guys on the West Coast after they made. Well, was Snoop made that video, New York, Big City of Dreams? Nori and Capone clap back. So, shout out to Nori. Not sure he's one of the most greatest impactful MCs of New York. So, but again, this is complex, right? So I don't know what the standard is. This would be a fucking bunch of interns sitting around. Who fucking knows, bro? Let's keep it moving.
Yeah. Seriously.
MC
Light. Okay. I actually like MC Light.
Yeah, I love MC Light.
38. Yeah, I'll give
her 38.
I'll give her 38.
No shade from us on that one.
Ja Rule.
This motherfucker. This man doesn't deserve to be on any list but some of the greatest, worst R&B singers ever. Shout out, Vic. Have a good night, brother. Ja Rule. Not impactful in my mind in any way that's appropriate.
And here's what it is. There's a lot of people who just bring ignorance to hip-hop. And it's true. It's all over the place. However, I feel like Ja Rule is an instigator of like a higher level of ignorance.
Right.
Because his rap is like so stupid, and he's just he's got nothing
without you.
Yeah. He's bringing nothing to the table.
No.
So here's what I'm saying. We got Ja Rule, right? The thing that I have a problem with is that there's other people like Pharaoh Monch ends up.
Pharaoh Monch should have definitely been in Ja Rule's spot.
And Styles P, like a bunch of these guys should have been lower on the thing, and we can put these other idiots higher, right?
Yeah, and we can get Ice Spice out of there where she belongs, right?
Yeah, no, like she is just a current
She's
fad.
She's a fad, man.
Yeah, she's a total fad. It'll pass. People will forget about her eventually. So next we got Kool Keith.
All right, I have no problem with Kool Keith being at 36.
Yeah,
no shade. ODB should have been
35.
So ODB, I think 35 is appropriate for him, but shout out to ODB and the impact that he had, because let's keep it a buck, man, about what ODB was to the Wu-Tang in regards to hip hop, man. That album is as niche as it comes, right? We all tuned in because we're looking for the character of ODB.
We're wondering what the fuck he's gonna bring once he goes solo.
Yeah. So 35, I'll take it.
Here's what I'm saying.
But okay.
He is not the greatest member of the Wu-Tang Clan. But he's that crazy member. And
he's a hype man. He's a hype man.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I why not? Let's see who's under him. Foxy Brown. Okay, she's definitely better than him.
One album from Foxy Brown. She was a part of Affirmative Action. She's a part of the Firm, Nas, AZ, Foxy Brown, Cormega, all these people, man. And all right, it's Foxy Brown. I had a crush on her. I'll let this go for nostalgia.
Yeah. She didn't do anything great in the scene. The Jizza.
Not mad at it.
I'm not mad at it. He's definitely better than everyone above him. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
The Jizza, man. And he's more of a producer, actually.
RZA's more of a producer. Jizza is the more of a lyricist. But you have to be really into the shit that Jizza's talking about. Like, Jizza's on some nerd shit for sure.
Yeah, he definitely says some nerd shit. Fabulous is next. Okay, so I do like Fabulous. I'm not gonna lie.
I love Fabulous. Shout out to BK, man.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. No, he's good shit. Fat Joe.
This motherfucker.
I know you have feelings about Fat Joe. You have a lot of feelings about Fat Joe.
Yo, I don't have anything against Fat Joe in general. You know what I'm saying? What I do have is issues with him. Fat Joe is, if you told me it was one of the 50 of the most influential hip hop people, I would say, okay, I can see how Fat Joe is on there, man. But for a long time, Fat Joe struggled from Loud Records to be relevant in hip hop. His first album, I think, was his best. Obviously, I love the single. I'm all the way up. That shit, all the way up. But I just don't know if he's one of the greatest MCs. Now, Big Pun, for sure.
Oh, Big Pun, man.
For sure. His impact. All right, Big Pun's album changed
Rest in
New
peace,
York.
by the way.
R.I.P. Changed New York for an entire summer. The entire album, I can put it on and play it loop. Never done that with a Fat Joe album. No shade.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
unless Big Pun was on it, because they were always featuring each other. It was like crazy.
Exactly.
Sometimes you couldn't tell whose song it was because they
and also he's kind of way out there, Mantis. He claims, I don't know if you know this, he claimed in the past and then brought it up again recently that he has an album that was unreleased with him and Notorious B.I.G. And I have to agree with Star's assessment. Why would Biggie make an album with you and not Pun? It doesn't make any sense. So, but shout out to Fat Joe.
I don't believe that because he would have released it by now. That's crazy.
You don't think Puffy would have been like, get it out there? Get it out there.
Yo, by the way, I'm thinking back to, I know I'm like late on the game, but I have to say, we were making jokes on Nori. To be honest, I really liked after Capone got out of prison, when they did CNN, did their joint album. Yeah. I love that shit. I think Capone is the better, stronger.
Whoa,
MC.
You're not wrong, and this is why I always say, like, you have a great New York. You have a great hip hop acumen, man. You just come from a certain era, right? I don't know what the fuck these kids are talking about, but Capone and Noriega, though, they used to be those guys in hip hop. How can I put this? Like, they could have been with the business, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, people would just listen to you, like, yo, these guys could be with the shits, but. Again, Fat Joe at 31, man. No disrespect to Joey Crack. I know that he's been around forever. Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah. Cool G Rap.
Cool G Rap. I think 30 is appropriate for Cool G Rap.
Totally appropriate. I don't have a lot to say on him, but yeah, no, he brings it here and there. Big L, rest in peace.
R.I.P. Big L.
Yeah, 29. I'm a huge Big L fan. I wouldn't mind if he's number 1. But these motherfuckers want to give him 29. Can I fault someone for giving him 29? Probably not.
Yeah, it's hard to gauge an artist, and here's the argument. So I got to be consistent. Big L's at 29 because of his body of work, right? Dearly, departed too soon. But how is Big L different than Biggie? People think that Biggie has like this huge body of work. He
doesn't. He has like 3 albums at best. Oh, 2. I thought it was 3.
2 albums. Ready to Die and Life After Death. That's it. That's it, bro. That's it.
Yeah.
Now,
so
Life After Death is a 2 CD album, but there it is.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I absolutely feel you. And so you know what? It's so weird that nowadays like single albums don't like destroy as much as they did. Because I remember when Life After Death came out, it was the biggest deal fucking ever.
100%.
Yeah, and I remember Snoop Dogg when Doggy Style came out. It was the biggest deal ever. People were like, "This is the greatest album ever." Yeah, Wu-Tang Forever. And so nowadays, albums don't get that much love anymore.
And I was trying to figure that out when I was recording for Autolist, man. I'm like, is it me? Am I not tapped in enough? But I just don't feel like hip hop is in the place. Like, obviously, it's still making millions, but I feel as if though that era, it was like every album that came out from groups that were historically relevant was a big deal, right? When Wu-Tang Forever came out, I was living in fucking Chicago, bro. And when that album dropped, Triumph was a huge deal, man. Right. Big L, all respect to Big L, he will always be a mixtape god, like a local hero to me.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with 29.
That's why most people don't know Big L. I'll say Big L. I'm like, I'm putting on Big L. They're like, who?
Exactly.
If you're not NYC, you like really don't know Big L.
If you're New York, you know him 100%. But
yeah,
anyway, moving on.
Love that motherfucker. Mace.
This motherfucker.
No. So I've heard. I am totally against this. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I've heard literally people back in the day, people used to be like, you don't understand how good Mace is. I'm like, P Diddy's sidekick. Fuck that.
Killer Cam, Murder Mace. Their mixtapes are legendary, but again, it's Mace, man, and I'm gonna judge him by his mainstream work as well as his underground shit. It's Mace, bro. He should not be on this list, in my opinion.
I agree. No, he's. I wouldn't say he's garbage, but I'm saying he's not that impressive. He doesn't do other shit, and he didn't have his impressive career other than being P Diddy's lackey.
Yeah, he was literally the B mic.
Yeah, so he never really copped his own. He didn't take what he needed. Fuck that shit. He didn't even achieve what Big L did, and Big L died young.
He had hits. We got to give him that, but I don't think he should be on this list.
Revex says it only seems like he has more because he died young. She's saying Big Al, so he's forever immortalized. Yeah, no, absolutely. That's what happens when you die young. We'll never hear them make a bad album, right? So Big Al, here's what I'm saying. Big Al, a Notorious B.I.G., probably Kurt Cobain. We'll never hear them make a bad album. You know who did die young but still made a bad album? Tupac.
100%.
Yeah, Tupac definitely had bad albums. He produced albums all the time. He put out way too many, and he wasn't always good. But I will say, Biggie Smalls.
Wait, controversial take here. The man was born in Harlem.
I know. He was originally our coast.
Does he deserve? I think once you say, fuck a coast, you're on that side for sure.
Right. Is this list gonna choose him? That's interesting. I didn't even think about that. But yes, he was originally this coast until he got into beef with Biggie.
Yeah,
and then moved coasts.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I didn't even think about that.
He set swapped.
Punk ass bitch. Pop Smoke is 27. What the fuck is this?
So I was talking to a bunch of youngsters today, man, and they said the reason that Pop Smoke deserves to be on here, R.I.P. Pop Smoke, apparently, is because he is the most affluent. He brought drill rap to New York, and now whether or not you think that's a good thing, I am not a huge proponent of drill rap, man, but
yeah, we shouldn't be praising anybody for that. Okay, 27 Pop Smoke. Okay, Raekwon, the chef, right there,
bro. I'm okay with Raekwon being at 26. I wouldn't be mad at him being higher on this list. Raekwon is a certified fucking legend, bro.
Yes,
he is. 100%. Raekwon is a certified legend.
Yeah, no,
and
we love Raekwon.
Shout out to the Wu-Tang because they are, as we move through these names, they are represented well on here. And I'm not mad at Wu-Tang, considering that they're really a super group of talent. So
yeah,
Raekwon
really
being on here does not.
There's only one loser in Wu-Tang.
You God?
You God, yeah. You God ain't never done nothing. Okay. Cardi B 25.
Here we go. I knew this.
Fuck this shit. Fuck this bitch. Fuck this shit. Yo, honestly, obviously, the people who wrote this, they're getting paid by these people. That's why Ice Spice and Cardi B are on this list. Listen, they're not even close to being on the top 40. Fuck 50. Fuck this shit.
Listen, I support black women, so I support Cardi B.
She black? I'm not sure. Look at this outfit she's wearing. She looks like a white supremacist. Fucking no. Q-Tip. Okay, I love Q-Tip.
Okay, Q-Tip at 24 is okay. It's, Q-Tip is the original Kanye. He's the original boastful, I'm the greatest thing that ever happened to anyone, anywhere. So 24 I think is appropriate for his ego. I think it's appropriate for his.
Q-Tip next Run, as in from Run DMC.
Not mad at it.
Reverend Run, not mad at it.
Not mad at
it. Yeah. He's a legend. We love him. Chuck D. So
Chuck
now
D
they're
of
breaking
Public
out. They're
Enemy.
breaking out the legends right now.
Yeah, Chuck D from Public Enemy. Again, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with him being at 22. I'm sure that Public Enemy fans think he should be higher, but I think this is appropriate. I think it's appropriate.
Method Man.
MET. Man, yo, Method Man should have definitely been higher than 21, but I'm glad he made the list. Method Man has been doing the damn thing. Shout out to BK, Staten Island, wherever this motherfucker's from. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
No, I love it. I
But
love
I'm happy
seeing
Method
him. It was just, it brought a smile to my face to see him. So
Slick
wait,
Rick the
so this
Rude.
is the issue I have. Method Man is lower than Slick Rick.
Yeah, this motherfucker's from England, by the way. Slick
Is
Rick
he
the Rude.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck this dude. Hip hop is an American thing. Fuck this dude. Now, here's what I'm saying. Have I ever gotten down with a Slick Rick like song? Plenty of times. Plenty. Obviously, of course. But I didn't know he's British. Fuck that.
Well, I should fact check it. I'm almost positive. Big Daddy Kane, I'm okay with number 19, man.
Yeah,
Shout out to
absolutely.
Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah, we're getting close. We're in the top 20 right now.
Okay. This shit bugs me out, right? But I'm okay with it being at 18. Yasin Bey, aka Most Def.
Yes. Most Def, and he goes through many name changes every couple of years. He changes his identity depending on what religion he is this week.
I feel like Most Def is one of the unsung heroes of hip hop, man. Traveling Man, Miss Fat Booty, Umase, obviously the work he did on Black Star with Talib Kweli. Most Def doesn't care where he's on this list, but shout out to Most Def. And it's not because we look alike. That's not what this is about. It may be a little bit of
I never thought about that, but yeah.
It may be a little bit what it's about.
I'm going to call you Most Def for now.
Most Def is a great talent, but I'm okay with number 18. I'm okay.
Yeah, he is good. He is good. I find it weird that they use that name rather because he did more under the name Most Def than anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
But on Cameron.
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah. No, he should be way further up the list. Am I right?
Yeah, he should be right next to Mace.
Yeah. I've definitely enjoyed him, but come on. Let's get real. Jadakiss. My man Jadakiss. Yeah.
Angry uncle. That's what I call him.
He looks like the fucking angry uncle.
You're supposed to do the laundry.
I love Jadakiss. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of the second coming of the Locks.
Yeah.
Obviously, the first coming was garbage. And, I love that Kanye West outline when he says, I feel like Bad Boys Street Team. I couldn't work the Locks. So, and so it really is. When they became Rough Riders, became a thing. I remember I was all about Jadakiss. At the time, I was like, yo, Jadakiss is man. And I was all about everything. He made a lot of great songs. As a matter of fact, when this podcast ends, I'm going to be listening to a lot of Jadakiss.
So here's the thing about Jadakiss, man. So him and Styles P, and I forget, no disrespect to the other brother from
Sheik is the third one.
Yeah. Honestly, man, I have a hard time distinguishing between who I prefer, between Styles P and Jadakiss, but 16 seems appropriate for Jadakiss, considering the respect he gets in the streets. I'll give him that. Moving on.
Big pun. 15.
Big pun.
This is good. 15 is on the verge of 10, but not 10. And as long as if he was in the 10, I'd be like, okay,
one album.
That's a bit
He's
much.
only got one album.
Yeah.
Only got one album.
Yeah. And
but
so
I gotta be honest with you, man. You and I both know that when that album came out, it was one of those things that definitely changed it. It changed New York a little bit. That entire album is fire.
Yes, it's iconic.
It's fire, man.
Yeah.
Moving on.
MF Doom. Pony was talking about MF Doom. Okay, wait, hold on. So I respect and love.
Finish your thought. I'm gonna use the bathroom. Go ahead.
I love and respect MF Doom, but he's more than Big Pun or Jadakiss or I don't know about all that or Most Def. I don't like that. I don't care for that at all. I respect MF Doom. I love MF Doom. Don't get me wrong. Most Def should have been top 3. I kind of feel that. I feel like Most Def should have, maybe not top 3, but like, yeah, I would be fine if he was in the top 10. But the fact that it was so high, and like, I know you're a fan of MF Doom, and I love MF Doom, but does he deserve to be better than Big Pun or Jadakiss, or Method Man? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about all this. This making me feel weird.
What, the list? So MF Doom being on there. Shout out to G Forte. I know he's a huge MF Doom fan. I've always appreciated MF Doom's music, man. Obviously, I enjoyed the Marvel comics, contrast and all that type of stuff, man. But you know, shout out to MF Doom.
No, but my issue is like, is he better than Big Pun or Jadakiss?
No!
Or Most Def? Really? Are you kidding me? Okay, but you know, whatever. He died, so we have to respect him. Ghostface Killah is next.
At number 13. I think Ghostface, I actually honestly believe that it should have been number 12, Raekwon, then Ghostface, or Raekwon 13 and Ghostface number 12. Because those two complement each other so well, but I've always had so much respect for Ghostface, even though he dissed my family.
He dissed your family? Tell us.
Well, no, I can't. But it's not that much he dissed my family. He,
right.
You can't. He has an issue with someone in my family. So,
okay.
Ghostface
so it's real personal shit.
Yeah.
RM says, I feel like MF Doom did not have widespread cultural impact till the day he died. Suddenly everyone loved him.
Boom.
Yes,
Boom,
I agree.
RM. Everyone became an MF Doom fan. And I'm like, name 2 songs.
Yes.
Name one.
Right.
Name one.
Right.
Okay.
Little Kim.
Kim.
I love Little Kim. I love her. I feel like I like chicks like her and Foxy Brown better than these modern bitches.
All right, so remember where Foxy was and remember where Lil' Kim was. Number 12.
Right.
How many albums does Lil' Kim have?
I don't know, but she was on a lot of tracks. I remember Little Kim
lot of features.
always being featured, like constantly. Foxy Brown, not so much.
Yeah, Foxy has one album and a lot of features. To the best of my recollection, I think there may be 5 studio albums. Now, remember where they are. Let's start moving closer to the top 10. Remember, this is the 50 best New York rappers.
Little Kim, like, if this had been the modern age with Little Kim, like if she was started now, she would be like she would be treated like Ice Spice. Nowadays they treat these bitches like gold. Back in the day, in hip hop, they did not treat these women like gold. They were working
Lil'
their
Kim
ass.
caught so much smoke. She was like the devil.
But I loved her. I loved her, man.
All right, so let's get to number
Prodigy.
Ooh.
And so wait, hold on. Isn't this an MC list?
Prodigy's an MC. Yes.
He is both an MC and a producer, right?
No. Prodigy is one half of Mobb Deep. You're thinking of I know you're thinking of not DJ. No. Prodigy is of Mobb Deep, man, and
he's the Mobb Deeper. Okay.
Queensbridge represented on this list very well. He's one of 2 people, I believe, from Queensbridge, and one of the 2 members of Mobb Deep.
So
Prodigy is there.
Mobb Deep also suffers from a lack of album.
Yeah,
right? So there's only have a couple of albums to really like.
Let's keep it a buck. Like it's no disrespect. If he was in the high 40s, I would not be mad at this. But because we're entering the number 10, right? So Prodigy's at number 11. Someone said
they're putting him over Little Kim, Ghostface,
and fucking Big Pun, and Raekwon. He's a Jadakiss, Styles P, right? Most Def.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm starting to get a little angry right now.
So now we're getting into the top 10.
So here's my experience with Mobb Deep. They have one good album that I really loved.
Exactly.
And I never really loved them again. And so
it's universally accepted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost universally accepted. Karis won the top 10. I'm not going to give Karis one. Any Boogie Down Productions, you won't.
Do you realize what we're doing though? You realize that the old schoolers were giving passes no matter whatever they
No, fuck these niggas, man. Fuck Melly Mel and all these fools. Karis won. I'm going to give him that because KRS-One stayed relevant for many years
Oh, he
past
did.
his
Yeah,
origin. You know what I'm saying? I'll give him number 10.
Busta Rhymes, I love it. I actually love
Number
that.
9 is appropriate for Busta Rhymes.
I love Busta Rhymes. I fucking like the speed of his shit.
New school, leaders of the new school, flip mode
Squad. Oh my god, yo, when I was in college, flip mode was a term we used.
They were a juggernaut. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
There was a point where almost all you heard was Busta Rhymes tracks.
Yes, he's giving it real. DMX, of course. Okay. And I agree with this. I absolutely agree with this.
I don't. Because once we start to get into the top 5, I actually think DMX with his body of work should have been in the top 5.
Okay. Okay, I feel that.
DMX is New York 100%.
I feel you on that. I am glad that he's in the top 10. That makes me feel good. It's DMX, man. It's fucking DMX. Like, oh, we got Nicki Minaj.
So remember I said
they put her above DMX. Oh god. Oh god. Oh fuck this shit. She you know what she's doing right now, right? She's making herself featured. She's probably paying for these features. She's making sure she's featured on like every fucking person's fucking song so that she can stay relevant because she is lacking relevance right now.
Listen, Nicki Minaj is not a better MC than Remy Ma, Raw Digga, MC Light, fucking. But Nicki Minaj does have bars, but she's not top 10. Not for New York.
I agree.
Right.
I absolutely agree. 50 Cent. I agree with this.
Oh, my nigga Curtis. Number 6 is definitely appropriate, even though he would pistol whip the both of us. Like the both of us.
That's why I respect him. Yeah, no, honestly, I agree with this. Number 6, this is good for him.
Yeah, this is good for his ego. This is good for America.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're getting to the top 5.
Top 5, LL Cool J. Okay. I understand.
I'm not mad at it. Ladies love Cool J.
They're talking about his full body of work. He has been literally from the beginning of hip hop. He was a little kid when he started, and he has just been here for the whole thing. And so I respect that, and I love that. And he's for the most part, he stayed relevant. I understand why he would be in top 10, particularly 5.
Yo, here's the thing about LL, man. He's also made some of the grimiest songs in regards to stealing your bitch. LL literally made a song about riding up to another dude's house while he was out at work or grinding on the street and getting this bitch. That song, what's this shit?
He basically sounds like R. Kelly. That was every other R. Kelly song.
Yo, go listen to that song, Hey Lover. Go listen to that song, Hey Lover. That is one of the grimiest songs ever made. But he's top 5. Okay.
I think it. Number 4, Rakim.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I probably would put Rakim top 10. Top 10.
Is Eric gonna show up on this? I mean, like, what the fuck?
Eric B.
Yeah, like, Eric B. Are they gonna have Eric B on this shit? Like, here's what I'm saying: they only have 3 more spots, and so they're gonna give him a spot, but not Eric B a spot.
Yo, here's the crazy thing: top 3 is mad disrespectful. But go ahead, continue.
Are you serious?
Go for it.
Nas, I'm not disrespected. I love it.
So we got Nas at number 3, as you expected for New York MCs. So you got Nas. You would assume that it would be Nas, Biggie, and Jay-Z competing for the crown.
Right.
Let's go.
Notorious B.I.G.
At number 2.
Okay. I'm feeling it.
Continue. This motherfucker is not the greatest. Is not. Is not. Is not. He just isn't. He is not. He is not.
No, he isn't. No, he is not.
When you have the top 5, LL being number 5, You got Nasir. I'm not LL. You got fucking who's that number 5? Go back up to number 5.
LL.
LL at number 5. Rakim at number 4. Nas at number 3. Bro, DMX. So here's my list, right?
Yo, wait, hold on. So Eric B got shit on. That's what I have to understand.
Here's my list, yo. You got Nas at number 1, right?
Okay.
Biggie at number 2. Jigga at number 3, right?
Okay.
Switch that around. You got DMX at number 4 because when it comes down to a New York sound, DMX had more of an impact.
I agree. Yo, he's one of the most New York sounding motherfuckers ever. I agree. And no, honestly, his influence, Rough Riders, he produced a bunch of other fucking rappers who went out and like controlled the scene of New York.
Yes, bro. So for me, it's fucking, it's Biggie, it's Nas, it's Jay-Z, it's DMX, and then at number 5, I probably would have had Big Pun. I'm sorry, like I probably would have had Big Pun, and 50 would have made his way to like number 8 or number 9. But yeah, that's the list. That's the list, bro.
Yeah, that is the list. And so it is a shame that Capone isn't on it. Like, for instance, and what I'm saying is...
You said it's racist?
No, what I'm saying is, like, for instance, I would get rid of Ice Spice. There's a bunch of people I would throw off to let actual real rappers in there, like Capone.
Yeah. Pop Smoke, RIP, but you're out of there. Fucking Nicki Minaj, you're out of the top 20.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
There's always politics in these lists, man.
Wait, Beck says this contributed to my conspiracy theory episode because why? yeah. Jig is paid up with the right people.
He really is.
He's really paid up with the right people. Mantis, did you have fun tonight? Did you have fun?
I had a fucking blast. Did you have fun?
I did. I'm ready for bed. Say goodnight to all these fine people because I'm going to sleep.
Yo, you guys have a good one. And fuck off, you sons of bitches.
But please come back.
Yeah, but come back. But fuck you. We're living the dream, son. I gotta go to work tomorrow. Jesus Christ. But it's whatever. It's whatever. To be honest, I'm too fat to let my knees go to work. I went to go swim today. I went to go swim and my knee was hurting. I was like, it's because I'm so fat, isn't it? Oh, it's such a drag working for a living. Would you guys agree?
Work builds character.
Oh, God. Let the young have character. I just want to jerk off all day. I'm sorry. Did I say that? I don't know. Basically, we need to end this podcast. We've had a great time. Look at the top 50 hip hop. Look at everything we've done. Rachel Zegler is a bitch. We didn't talk about Skittles.
Who the fuck is Skittles? We didn't talk about the Asian girl who pretended to be dead.
Oh, Little Tay. I did a show. I did some thing on my radio show.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, real quick on Skittles. Skittles has gone overly woke, where they have packages that say "Trans Lives Matter," Black Trans Lives Matter.
Oh boy!
It's a fucking candy. Get over yourselves, bitches. No one needs activism on a candy. Am I right?
No, you're 100% right. Never mind, bro. Like, was the sanctity of life ever questioned by anyone ever who didn't believe in that other than liberals? Right? Had anyone ever questioned the sanctity of life? Never mind. Yo, I hope you had a good time tonight. It's your boy Steve, real name, no gimmicks. It's your man, Fat Mantis, podcast producer extraordinaire, man.
Thank you, brother. Yo, guys, download Autolist. Check us out during our daily shows. You can hang out with us every day as we hang out on Autolist. My man's over on Spin 95. I'm on Hot 95. Basically, we're two heads of the same coin.
Right. Katy Perry, you're the devil. Good night.
That's my wife.
Oh, wait. Which one is the one you don't like?
Taylor Swift is the devil. Katy Perry just got tangled up in that, and she doesn't mean to be that way. You know what I mean? Like she's a good girl, caught up in some dark shit.
She's the fugly girl that you marry.
She's fucking hot as shit. Have you seen her legs?
She's got a... Never mind. Good
But
night.
anyway.